of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat, I say sleep later. This another favor, consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air, fantasy a dream, real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless, learn to live shameless. Talk about me a lot, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless, so I'ma style on them. They washed up, it's a rap, throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them, otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue, get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a miner. Made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather, be weather, be tripping, starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. Hold down, as usual. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this. Bad at board games, whole world clueless. Selling they soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew fly, let God propellers. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge the teller? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight Marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Cash, what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
Are you ready?
Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver,
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie, the Blur Without Fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome to episode 272 of the Blur Cave, the #1 comic book news stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse that you can also find, not just here on YouTube, but you can also find us on Google, Amazon, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Timbuktu, anywhere good podcast may be found. And if you do, make sure you leave us a rating. Helps us find more listeners like yourself. Carter, how you doing?
Don't know yet. When you told me that you saw this, when you told me you saw the Crow remake, I'm just as excited to hear what you gonna say as everybody else is when they saw that thumbnail. So I don't know how I am just yet, because just like everybody else, I can't wait to hear this. I can't wait to hear this. I cannot wait.
Well, I can promise you this. Well, it ain't gonna be good. Let's just say that it ain't gonna be pretty. There's no amount of lipstick. There's no amount of lipstick you can put on this pig that is going to make it okay. Like, it's not. it's not. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you right now. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good. Yeah, wait a minute.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
That's it. That's it right there.
Here's the thing, though. Is it really bad news if y'all already made up y'all mind that it was going to be bad to begin with?
No. It's funny because I got asked this yesterday too. And I want people, I want to, before we go into it, I want people to understand, just in case, if you because it's always somebody's first interaction with me. It'll always be someone's first time like encountering me. I want to make sure people understand something. I am perfectly capable of changing my opinion about something if for whatever reason I went in with a preconceived notion of what something was going to be, how something's going to be, how good or bad it was going to be. If I am presented with new evidence, if I am presented with something that runs counter to that, I am more than capable and willing to change my opinion or allow my opinion to be swayed in some way. I actually used this example the other day. One of my, how many of y'all are familiar with the horror comedy Krampus? How many of y'all are familiar with that movie? If you're not, I'll just say this. For me, Krampus is one of those films. I think when did that come out? I think it was like 20. Oh my God, it was like 2015. Yeah, I think it was like 2015. Yeah, give or take, 2015. Right. And for those unfamiliar, I'm just to kind of this movie's been out for almost 10 years, so I don't feel like it's possible for me to spoil said film. I'm sorry. I don't believe it is humanly possible to do so, but I will just say this. It is a movie that I only went to go see because I was invited to go with a group of friends. Yeah, I was invited to go with a group of friends. I did not want to go see the movie. I did not have any interest in seeing it. I had no, and this is coming from a guy who's a huge horror movie fan. I had no interest in seeing this movie. I was like, this looks stupid. Like, I went into it with that attitude.
I knew about it because Jonesboro was doing that thing to where we'll give you a gift card if a group of y'all come watch it.
And dude, and look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I did not go see the movie for the movie. I was going just to kick it with my homie and his friends. It had
Yeah.
nothing like my going to the movie had like literally I had no intention. I had no intention of having a good time off the strength of the movie. Let me tell you something. I walked out that theater cackling and laughing my ass off. I had one of the best times I'd ever had in my life. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe this movie. And the thing is, I'm not saying like I was cackling and laughing because, the movie was so fucking stupid or dumb. It's like, no, I actually genuinely enjoyed the movie. Like, it was one of those deals where anyone who's ever gone to the movies with me, I'm usually pretty quiet. I have a very, I have the same amount of reverence for my movie going experiences that Japanese people have for wrestling. We don't chant, we don't cheer, we don't we don't.
Let me find out you was clapping during Krampus, because that's what they do over there. They
well
clap.
no
Let me find out.
well no it's just like I wait until the appropriate moment to respond. Like, I'm not gonna, I normally don't talk during movies, like not like a lot. Like, I might say like a couple of things or whatever, but I'm not gonna be like trying to have whole ass conversations. But when I went to go see Krampus, I was having so much fun that like I was acting, I'm not gonna lie, I was acting mad niggerish on the in the theater just because I was having such a good time. So that's kind of my way to set this up so y'all know that I didn't just hear a bunch of bad reviews. I didn't just come in with my own, personal biases against the movie. I actually walked into this hoping that I could find something to like. And I will say this, I did. Sadly, it just wasn't the movie itself. So I guess Mailman basically got like or not even that, it was just laughing out loud at some of the foolishness that was going on. Like when the little gingerbread men showed up in the movie of Krampus, or when old girl got snatched by the Jack in the Box, or when the little boy was making fun of his cousins, the two big girls, because they acted like boys, and the reason why that they acted like boys, were raised like boys, because their dad actually wanted sons, not daughters, and how they were talking all that shit about the little boy, but when he said that, it was on and popping, like that type of shit. But yeah, you know what? Hey, thank you for I saw we got some subs over here on the Twitch side that
Hey,
that man. Our first off, let's see, we got Pastor Alpha over here, just out here hooking folks up with subs, gifted 2 subs to Blue Heart and Mojo Quid. Thank you. We appreciate you out here, pimp. We appreciate that. We also got Rough Rider here. Actually, I'm gonna show these because it's always good to see these things. I would imagine. But here, we got Rough Rider out here with the 100 bits. Says, "What's good, players?" in that that Teddy Long voice. Look, Rough Rider coming out the gate like.
Hold on a minute, player.
We also got LP3 out here on the Streamlabs link, which, by the way, I couldn't get it to pin on Twitch, but it's in there. Just go click on that, and if you want to hook us up without giving your money away to any third parties, if you use the Streamlabs link, that money comes directly to us. Only, I think it's such a minuscule amount that goes to PayPal as a result of it, but basically, if you see that Streamlabs link, that is basically a PayPal link. The only reason it runs through Streamlabs is because Streamlabs allows us to show it like this on the screen without showing you all my information. But yeah, if you go through PayPal or you go through Streamlabs, it's gonna basically be like using PayPal, and you do that. Like I said, that we're under normal circumstances had LP3 super chat that 10, which by the way we would appreciate that 10. We would not have turned it down. Which by the way, donate however you like. We don't care, but we're just letting you know. But yeah, that would have been $7 to us, $3 to YouTube. But if you use that Streamlabs link, that means like $9.50 comes to us, and like PayPal takes like 50 or 30 cents or something like that. I don't remember exactly. It's like a processing fee. You get the idea. But he says, getting to the point here, says, did either of you catch issue number 1 of Plastic Man on Black Label? Which, I actually forgot that came out. That's actually on my list of things to go back to. And says, with Dark Horse coming over to Global Comics, which, by the way, shameless plug, if you want to read some amazing comics, which, by the way, for those of you who do not know, Global Comics just recently added Dark Horse to the lineup of comics. That includes Hellboy, Black Hammer. That means you can also read the Stranger Things comics. You can also read the Cyberpunk 2077 comics. You can also read, guess what? That means you'll be getting Minor Threats. We've been talking about Minor Threats a lot lately. You'll be able to get that because that is Dark Horse.
Wait a minute. You forgot about the GOAT, and you brought up Hellboy, and I thought you were going to keep going, but you forgot about the GOAT. And the only reason I remember the GOAT is because I saw it in the comic shop Friday, and I had to stop myself from buying it.
That's right.
The man himself, the Lobster Johnson, is also Dark Horse, and I caught his ass mid-drink. That's what I wanted.
almost choked. Man, almost had me choked to death talking about Lobster Johnson.
Lobster Johnson is Dark Horse, but y'all get to read the Lobster.
So you're gonna be able to get all of that on Global Comics now. Which, for those who do not know, the stable of the overall stable of comics that are on Global Comics right now, you can pick up Dark Horse, as we just talked about, Boom Studios, Image Comics, Dynamite Comics, AWA, let's see, Oni Press. Oni Press is on there. And by the way, when I say Image Comics, that also includes a lot of their imprints. So that means Skybound, which also means Energon Universe. So you can get your Transformers, Void Rivals, Destro, Cobra Commander, so on. Fix. You can also get Top Cow, which technically is also a separate publisher, also technically an imprint of Image at the same time. It's kind of a weird one. That's kind of a weird one.
Weird. It's like Dark Horse 1 minute and Image the next minute, depending on what storyline it is.
It's like, hey, whoever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can literally pick up all kinds of amazing comics on Global Comics. And if you click the link in the description of this here stream, you will be able to get 33% off your first year. It's normally like $89.99. Sometimes they run deals or specials where you get it for $79. But if you click my link, you will get it for $59.99 for the first year. And this unlocks, and I joke about this all the time, it unlocks domain expansion levels of comics for you to read to your heart's content. You'll be able to read all the comics. You'll be able to read everything. There's not going to be any oh well, no, you got a 1 year subscription, but you can only read some of the comics. No, you read all of them. You read all of them. Everything. Okay? Everything. All right? Everything. The only thing that they do not have currently, the only publishers they do not have currently are IDW. IDW, I don't believe, is on there yet. They don't have Marvel or DC, but every other comic imprint right now, for the most part, is on that platform. Mad Cave is also on there, which they have some really good comics, like The Devil That Wears My Face, which I have a video coming out for before too long. They've also got in matter of fact, future video coming for this comic, because I know it's an Image comic, but I Hate This Place. They have that on there as well. You can, like I said, you just read whatever you want. Read whatever you want, all you want. Go do the thing. Said Blur without fear with the look. Yeah, y'all gonna have me out here like Master P. Actually, no, I'm gonna do it like Scott Steiner. I'm gonna do it like Scott Steiner. Big Papa Blerd is your hookup. Holla if you hear me. Anyway, y'all know the vibes, okay? You know the vibes. But yeah, I cannot impress upon you enough. If you are someone who is trying to save money on comics, you're trying to like you want to read more comics, but you just don't have it. You just don't have the scratch to be going into the comic shop each and every week, 52 weeks out of the year, dropping 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And I know some of you motherfuckers out here, $120, $200 a week on comics because you just got to read everything. Save yourself a little bit of money. And also, I have to be transparent here. If you use my link, I get a little taste. I get a little taste of it. I get a little taste off that subscription. So I'm just being 100% transparent. I don't want anybody to come back and be like, "Hey man, y'all hear Blerd be getting some money off them subs? Y'all be putting in global." Look, I'm being transparent. It's full transparency. Yes, I do. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's not like I'm getting rich off this shit. It's like it's a very minuscule amount. It's nothing to write home about, but just is what I get for spreading the good word. That said, man, that was actually, I've never had a what's the word? A super chat or Streamlabs question set up a promo so perfectly. Oh God, love to see it. I love to see it though. But yes, please. If you and here, other thing I want to point out too, real quick, just for those who are, if you are, sorry, y'all. That's my phone making all the fucking noises. I apologize, but I want to show you guys this because it just, I think it's cool. I think it's awesome. I actually think that this is probably one of my favorite aspects of it. But right here, they actually just added this on. Here, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Just taste, just so y'all can see. Y'all can kind of see it right here. The best of Dark Horse. The best of Dark Horse just got added. So you see, you already got your Hellboy, Usagi Yojimbo, your Stranger Things, Umbrella Academy is on there. So like you can kind of see, look, Grendel, Witcher, all that. Wait, do they actually put some respect on Lobster Johnson's name? Did they do it? Let me see. I gotta look ahead. If they didn't do it, then we got a problem. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up.
Here's the thing. You just said Hellboy. You didn't say BPRD. You didn't say Abe Sapien. So if he's not on there yet, it's probably because they just got Dark Horse. But the Lobster is coming. There is no doubt in my mind.
I think I see this motherfucker on here. Is the sad part. I think I do. Here, actually, let me go to View All. I'm going to View All. I want to see if they got it on here.
I will give Global Comics some time. You said they just got Dark Horse. I give them
no. You ain't got to give them no minute. Because look right here.
The Lobster!
Splatow! You can read it right here, baby. Right here, daddy. That's right there. Look at that. That's Lobster Johnson. Premium Lobster Johnson right there. You can read all that. Look at that. And this is the Omnibus Volume 1. This is 449 pages of salvation. Right here, look at that. You see that? Look, I don't know if y'all can read that tiny little text, but that's 100. That's one page, 1 out of 449, daddy.
That's the cover. I don't know if that counts as a page there, Carruthers, but
no.
I'm gonna end up having to buy one. See, so
look at
right there you go.
There you go. Look at Lobster Johnson, baby. Lobster Johnson. Y'all don't know nothing about that lobster.
I really am gonna have to buy a Lobster Johnson book at some point. Like I said, I saw one Friday. It was just a trade, but I started skipping through the trade because I see people saying the lobster is coming is a nasty sentence. Let me tell you something. When I was reading through that book, look how cold he looked. It's just very simple. Just very simple.
He a bad motherfucker too. He a bad motherfucker
aviator
too.
mask, even though he don't fly not nan time, he on the ground. A jacket and a pistol.
Also,
in the car.
Also, and apparently a lot of these Dark Horse books support panel-to-panel viewing. I've just now discovered.
That's dope. But
so, yeah.
Just to go back to Mailman real quick. I'm looking through that trade because I shit you not. I almost bought it. But you all know, because I was telling my homegirl this yesterday. You all know how, like, if it's a bunch of goons and they see Batman coming, it's Batman. It's him. It's the Bat. Or if it's fucking the Justice League, or if it's Captain America, if it's the Hulk, if it's the Avengers. Seeing a bunch of dudes, hearing a bunch of noises, then they see somebody get their ass whooped. Just to read a panel of a bunch of motherfuckers screaming, "It's the Lobster!" and then just strike out running.
Hey, that ain't the Lobster.
I laughed so hard in that shot, dude.
Look, could you imagine Lobster Johnson just snatching somebody up and be like, "I want you to tell all your friends about me"?
No, he don't say that. The nigga says, "Fear the claw," and then burns a goddamn claw into your head like Yellowstone getting that wine melted on your goddamn skin. Lobster Johnson, wild out here.
That man said, "We branded motherfuckers out here. Don't you
play?
play?"
You with a lobster claw on your face. You
be saying
now we see where Zack Snyder stole that shit from Batman.
Oh,
now you see,
dude,
motherfucker stole it from Lobster Johnson.
I never thought about that. I never fucking thought about that. He should, Zach be out here, dude. Like, you know what, Zach? You be copying motherfuckers' homework. You be copying motherfuckers' homework. Don't be trying to tell nobody. But no, yes, this is a Galaxy Z Fold 5. This is how I read my comics on Global Comics.
He bragged for like a good 20-25 minutes about how he can read his books like that now when we are exchanging humble bundles and shit. Look, Carter, look. I just want you to see this, Carter. Look. Just start swiping panels and shit. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing about it was, and just to give you a little inside baseball, the only thing that sucks about this phone, and it really is just it's such a situational thing. To do the global, like some of you saw my recent video, for the Uncanny, I believe it was, I think I put it in Uncanny, X-Men #2. Excusez-moi. But when I did the promo for it, you probably noticed that like the image was really skinny, and it was because I had to use this side of the phone. Like they didn't want me to use this side of it, so I had to do the skinny version, which that's the only thing that sucks. Like if you try like I can use the Global Comics app like this, but I don't like to. I gotta open my shit up, so I like having the whole screen. That said, that thing is huge. Yeah, it is, dude. And when I got it, my daughter, she immediately tried to steal my phone. So yeah, all of that was an aid of saying,
yeah,
please, if you want to read all these amazing comics you hear Carter and I talk about, every goddamn week on the Blerd Cave, you need to get on the Global Comics app. I'm just gonna be real with you, and I can't say anything any further. I know there's some amazing stuff coming to Global Comics in the next a few months. I can't say what that is, but just know that if you think the Global Comics app is fire now, just wait. It is only going to get better. They have a lot of amazing features that are going to be coming to it, and you just know it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. But that said, let's get into, we got some more out here, because I saw we got not one but two 1999s, and we got some channel memberships popping off over here. Here, let's show some of these. We got Levesto the Samurai with the 25 months says, what up? Question, have y'all been keeping up with Fantastic Four? I feel like every issue I read was great in this run. Number 25 was a cool story. I haven't read the most recent number 25, but yes, this current Fantastic Four run has been the best the book has been in a long time. Which, I mean, it sounds crazy to say that, because technically we didn't have any Fantastic Four comics for a while. But, like, I remember Jonathan Hickman becoming the gold standard during his run. And then after that, Fantastic Four went into witness protection. They wouldn't have witness protection, man. We ain't seen or heard from them since. But now, and then Dan Slott, I didn't dislike Dan Slott's run. It actually had some really good points, but it had some bad points too. And I still haven't determined whether the good outweighed the bad or the bad outweighed the good. That's something that I'm still going to need some time to figure that out. But I can tell you this, Ryan North, that's a name you guys might want to keep an eye out for. Ryan North has been cooking on Fantastic Four. That's because he took it back to brass tacks. If you read the Fantastic Four run, it feels like one of those old Journey into Mystery, Tales to Astonish type deals where you get a story. You might get a story all in one shot. You might get a story that spans over a few issues, and it just kind of brings back that old school vibe. But yeah, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Carter, have you read any of the?
No, I've never had an inkling to. I read a tiny bit of the Hickman stuff because I thought the icy white suits and how Spider-Man looked were fire. And Doom was in it. And I like Doom in the icy white FF suit. Anything after that, nope.
Oh,
because honestly, just I don't know, dude. I've never been a fan. Anytime I think about the Fantastic Four, I think about that old cartoon and how I fucking hated the theme song to that cartoon.
Oh, talking about the 90s joint? The one that came out in the 90s? Yeah. That was rough.
I fucking hated that theme song. Every Sunday I had to sit through that bullshit so I could watch Digimon. I hated it. So I still have that. Anytime I see Fantastic Four, I think of that theme song. It's just like, no.
Did you watch the Fantastic Four series that came out? I think it was in the early aughts. I think it was on around the same time the Wolverine the X-Men was on. But it kind of had it had a slightly more like, I don't want to say anime vibe, but I mean, that's kind of what it was. Like, I'm not saying it was exactly anime, but it was called Fantastic Four World's Greatest Heroes.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. It was good. It was like, here, I'm gonna pull up an image for it just so you can kind of see how wild that show looked. Let me see if I can find a good one. Because here it is. Yeah, it's a little fuzzy, but yeah, we'll live. So yeah, here. This was it right here.
Oh, I did not see this one.
Yeah, that jump was cold. Okay. That jump was cold.
Drew the 4 on. Okay.
Yeah, he had a little.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen this one.
Yeah, Reed was cold.
Was this something on like Cartoon Network? Because that's that style.
I think it was
on like something that would come on late on Saturdays, not Toonami late or Adult Swim late, but before that. Like
I don't remember. Yeah, it was. Okay, Elite X1 said it was on Cartoon Network. Yeah, okay.
Okay, that art style, it looked like some prime time Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, it was good. Okay. Dude, Johnny was a whole fool.
Okay.
He was a whole fool. Let's see here. It came on late. It never came on like during like daytime hours. Like it was always on like damn near at night. Like, but it was good. It was really good. And if you have never seen it, I highly recommend check it out. The theme song is not great for that one. I feel like the Fantastic Four just ain't got no theme songs. Like they can't all be X-Men or
Hey, nah, you can't really say that. I remember that Hulk theme song for that cartoon. That shit sounded like Shannon Sharp on IG. That shit sounded like that. It was horrible.
Wait, what was that joint Iron Man had?
You just hear somebody scream out of nowhere. Man. I remember that one.
I am Iron Man. I was like, bro, y'all need to stop it. Stop.
But you always had to hear something getting built in the background. Bing! You had to hear some blacksmith was working out on that Iron Man theme song in the back. But yeah, Fantastic Four theme song, absolutely atrocious. And I still hold that any comic, I still hold by that horrible theme song standard. So I do apologize.
Yeah, but that's fair.
I tried to read it after Secret Wars, when they came back and they were wearing like I think they were all wearing like red suits or some kind of shit, and there was supposed to be a reason that they were wearing it, but the reason never came to fruition. I don't know.
Yeah, they keep that.
It would take a lot for me to read some Fantastic Four. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've watched the movies. If that make y'all feel any better, I've watched the movies.
What he's trying to say is he don't fucks with the Fantastic Four like that. He's just trying to be honest with y'all. I'm just go ahead and I'm gonna help him out there. Also here I gotta pull these up old school because I was bullshitting and did not pin them as I should have so we're gonna go here. We got here we go right here. Pastor Alpha with the 1999 super chat says, sending some love to my favorite dynamic duo, shouting out my best boy Izzy, had to wish him a tearful farewell across the Rainbow Bridge. Hey, dude. So sorry to hear. Says, joining my first cat, Archie. Keep each other company, guys, and know mom and dad love you. Hey.
Of course.
Dude, love it. It's man, I will be honest with you. It's that is always a tough one. And I've dealt with my fair share of pet passings. And yeah, I don't wish it on anybody. It sucks.
That's why I don't do dogs anymore, because I can't take that pain again. I just started fucking with cats.
We have cats now, but they're outside cats, so they're not in the house. I can't get as attached.
Yeah.
We had a little mama cat who had a litter of kittens, and my daughter, she's always wanted cats, but she's about almost as allergic to cats as I am. So she started. We started letting her feed him, put food out for him. Wife's been going out there feeding and whatnot. I go out and feed him occasionally. There's really sweet cats, and one of them really wants to be a house cat, but I'm like, I'll die. I was like, you'll kill me. So no, you cannot come in. But yeah, man, it's always tough when stuff like that happens. We lost not to death, but just like he just disappeared, never to be seen or heard from again. My last dog. And then we've also had we used to like foster and take in dogs, but like, that stuff's always painful. So I don't have it in, I don't have it in me emotionally to do that anymore. So I've just kind of, any pet is now an outside pet. So I don't get as terribly attached because my heart is very, very vulnerable. But I do wish nothing but the best, kind blessings and all kinds of warm vibes to you and yours, Pastor Alpha. We also got Gabriel the Dark Knight saying, dropping off my tithes for the building fund while I work and listen to the cave. Hey, don't work too hard over there, pimp. Don't work too hard because, I always love opportunities to say this because it's one of my favorite. One of my favorite things, my favorite work mantras is, if I make the company another $1, I'm not going to get another dime. That's why I shit on company time. So yeah, that's why. Also, thank you for that 1999 super chat. We've also got wait a minute.
Before you leave this subject, 'cause I see everybody going in on Fantastic Four right now. Let me ask you this.
Okay, go ahead.
This current issue 25, is that the issue that people are going nuts over because Johnny Storm's new chick or new significant other is in it? And she's some kind of alien tentacle, like got a lot of hands.
I don't know. I haven't. You know what? Honestly, maybe I haven't. I haven't read the most recent
it's
issue
this
yet.
issue.
Is this
Okay,
one?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Johnny Storm has a new significant other, and here's the thing. When I saw this individual, I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Oh,
NSA Jose, I have not seen you since Bishop's wedding. Where have you been? I'll punch you in the face for not speaking, but thank you for that Blerd Club Diamond.
we love you, Pip.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate you.
Johnny Storm, significant other. You remember how the little shit talking worms look in Men in Black?
Yeah.
That's the first thing that came to mind when I saw Johnny Storm in the bed getting Dakota time in. Look at your eyes right now.
I don't know what to do with this.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just telling y'all the first thing that popped into my head, because as soon as I saw them in bed cuddling and she asked Johnny if she could kiss him, once you go worm, that's what you'll yearn. And then I bust out laughing and put the book back on the shelf.
Bruh, stop. Hold on, wait a minute. Now I have to look this up now. I have to look this up. There's no way. Oh Lord, why, Johnny? Why?
I'm just saying. I'm not knocking it.
Wait here. No. I can't let this slide. I can't let this slide. Why, Johnny? Why? Look how they rubbing cheeks. Also, I love the fact that Johnny is committed to that mustache. I love the fact that Johnny is committed to that mustache.
At first, I thought it was a damn swan until I saw the rest. And then just Man in Black popped into my head.
Why is it like, I'm not gonna lie, for like, you remember that movie Splice? That was the first thing I thought about. That was the first thing I thought about was the movie Splice.
I watched that shit with my uncle, and when that thing started riding Adrian Brody, he got so mad at Adrian Brody for being that goddamn dumb that you just that much of a man that you just letting this alien creature just ride you, and then you caught it at the end.
Oh my god.
Yes, it's Stomp. He is on his Omni-Man time.
Yeah, look. So you know we're gonna get a new. You know what's gonna happen. In about like 6 months, we gonna come back, and that motherfucker gonna have a baby. It's gonna be a little flaming worm baby.
My skin just crawled. Can we talk about our first story? Good Lord.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get our first.
My skin crawl.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So real quick. Here, actually, let me do this right quick, right fast.
It looks like the worm thing in the wheelchair on SpongeBob.
Oh God,
I know what he's talking about.
Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Did I? Okay. So look, I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep it 110 million billion trillion %.
Wait. For all the audio files that can't see that bottom third. So Ernie watched the Crow remake. Hey, Ernie, what did you think about the Crow remake? Unbiased.
Yep. Unbiased. Completely neutral. No. Leaving my personal opinions.
Yeah.
Leaving my my personal everything out of it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I in the words of was Coach Denny Green.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
That's how I feel about it. So for those who know, the movie The Crow, which by the way was only in theaters for like a month, if that, only in theaters for about roughly a month. Is now out on VOD, so I took the time to watch it, and yeah, I think it was actually closer to 3 weeks. I think it was actually closer to 3 weeks. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I went into it with very low expectations. To give you a little bit of my history with the Crow, of course, I've seen the Brandon Lee Crow probably more times than is healthy to state out loud. But I have also seen, granted, I only saw it the one time and I've never seen it again since, the Mark Dacascos led series, Crow Stairway to Heaven. I've seen that. I haven't seen it since it came out, though. The Crow City of Angels sequel, which I actually think of all the sequels is the least bad one. And then was a Crow Salvation is just awful. There's no redeeming qualities in it. Kirsten Dunst can't save that movie. I'm sorry, just it ain't happening. And then of course there was the Crow Wicked Prayer with Edward Furlong as the Crow, looking like a dirty ass homeless goth kid. Like he looked the way goth kids look when you like in high school. It's awful.
It's funny you bring up how Kirsten Dunst couldn't save that movie, because I had this thought when I had watched it. There's a scene in that movie where Kirsten Dunst gets her mouth sewn up, and I'm like, damn, even the directors on them was tired of this motherfucker talking.
Man, right? I was like, God damn. I was like, yeah, dude, I forgot about that was a thing. Also,
that's my one memory from that movie. Her lips got sewed up.
Oh, and it was kind of gross looking. Not gonna lie, it was like I was like, ugh, ew. But yeah. So I mean, I have a pretty long history with the Crow as far as movies go. I walked into this movie, which by the way, just so people kind of know, yes, this is Bill Skarsgård in the role of Eric Draven. And we've got FKA Twigs as Shelly.
Ernie, it's Ficka Twigs.
Oh, it's Ficka Twigs? I thought it was just FK. Okay, you know what?
It's not Ficka Twigs. I just know it pisses people off in the chat when you say Ficka Twigs.
Oh, okay. I was I'm not gonna lie, honestly, I was inclined to believe you, but yeah, because I was just like, okay, maybe it is. Oh, shit, I don't know. I don't know this motherfucker from Adam. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, so this movie, I'm gonna tell you where its first sin comes into play. Its first sin comes into play in the first 30 minutes. This movie is an hour and 50 minutes long. I'm only saying this so that you understand everything I'm about to say. Now, how many people remember in the original Crow movie? Brandon Lee was a crow inside of 15 minutes. When this look, by the time you turn the movie on, Brandon Lee had already been thrown out the window. He'd already been carted off. He already been buried. It has already been a calendar year. This motherfucker has already, with inside of 15 minutes, Brandon Lee is already doing the thing. Okay, he is already doing the thing. He is already, he done smashed the mirror. He rubbing the makeup on his face. The Cure is playing in the background, talking about some every night I burn. Dream the crow black dream.
You were nasty for that.
It just look. Brandon Lee showed up. Okay, Brandon Lee showed up. He was like, "Let's go." Man, this movie right here, they waste so much time on this. The first 35 to 40 minutes is just this. Just this. It's these two Motherfuckers who look like ain't nan one of them been bathed inside of 6 months. Just loving on each other. It's like the director of this movie, and here, I want to make sure that I give everybody their proper credits. Okay. I want to make sure everyone gets their proper credits for this. Let's see, who was the let's see here. I'm pulling it up as we speak. The director of this was Rupert Sanders. Actually, I want to, before I go all in here, I want to see what else Rupert Sanders has done. Oh, that's right. I remember.
Code for, let me see what other bullshit this dude.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%. Because you want, and you know why I say this? It's because guess what other movie Rupert Sanders has done?
Oh God, what?
Ghost in the Shell. As a matter of fact, Ghost in the Shell was the last movie that motherfucker directed.
Oh, starring Asian turned American Scarlett Johansson. I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I do. I had no hope. It just would. Bad Sean said, Blerd, we do see the babe. Wasn't no soap in that tub, but water touched their body. Here's the wait. You know, I'm not gonna tell that story because I don't want to put nobody out. But no, I'll just say this. It was like, yeah, they got the tub, they had the water on them. Wasn't no soap, wasn't no Head and Shoulders, wasn't no Ivory, wasn't no Irish Spring. Ain't nothing nowhere near that water. It was just plain tap water on their bodies, and they just rubbing it on themselves, thinking that's gonna wash the funk off of them. Like they get some patchouli and you get the patchouli on them so they don't stank. But no, this movie. It's just this. Like they start the movie off. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna spoil the fuck out this movie because y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a fuck.
So dog, how do you know they didn't just stay on Bill Skarsgård and Fick a Twig so long so that you could feel the emotional impact of when shit hit the fan? Did you not feel the emotional impacts?
No, because when they killed the motherfucker, when they killed off FK Twigs, I'm not gonna lie, when it happened, I was shocked it happened so fast. So, and I will say this, you know what? I'm gonna give him this. This is actually, look, look, hey, y'all like Stephen A. Smith right now. Y'all like Stephen A. Smith right now when it comes to this movie. Look, y'all like.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
But no, basically, the way that they do this, versus, okay, so the difference between this movie and the original, everything that happens to Eric and Shelly is done off camera. We open the movie and they have already been got. We know about what happens to Shelly due to like flashbacks and like casual dialogue that comes up. Like one of the key points is that during the attack, Shelly is sexually assaulted by all 4 members of T-Bird's crew. And it's something that like you kind of get glimpses of, like you don't actually see it, but you see it about to happen. And then of course, Eric brings it up when dealing with Tintin. That said, this movie does not go that direction, which I actually appreciate. This is actually part of it I did appreciate because I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people. I don't think that sexual assault is a good storytelling mechanic. You can't convince me that it is. You can't. Anyone who tries to tell me that it is a good vehicle to tell a story, and when I say tell a story, if it's about something that actually happened to somebody or like trying to raise awareness about this sort of thing, fine, I'll let that slide. But when you are trying to use the sexual assault of a person as a motivation for a character's your drive to do something, like to get revenge or whatever, that's kind of where I'm like, okay, all right, I guess. More specific. Honestly, it doesn't really matter who it happens to, but just like I just when I see it, I'm just like, that's lazy. I'm like, that's lazy.
Yeah.
But
you didn't either you couldn't or you didn't want to figure out a better storytelling mechanic, so you went the easy ass route.
Right, because that's something that's going to trigger somebody. So obviously,
exactly.
Yeah, it's so this one they do it a little bit different. They actually do a lot of it differently. The whole deal is that Shelley is in deep with what can only be described as a Satanist. That's really the that's really the only that's really the only thing that I can come up with. For those who don't know, Danny Houston is in this movie. Danny Houston's in this film. I don't even remember his character's name. That's how unimportant he is as a character. He is literally he is generic Danny Houston. And I want to make sure I'm clear on this. In case some of y'all don't know the caliber of bad guy that Danny Houston is capable of playing, just in case. Danny Houston is, and I think he actually I think he did this in Wonder Woman as well, just playing a generic bad guy. Which honestly, yeah, if you have seen the first Wonder Woman movie, he also played the general who was kind of like the bad guy until the real bad guy was revealed. He played a generic bad guy there, but I always
the trailer make him seem like he's the big bad that's in this movie that Pennywise is gonna fuck up.
Yeah, no, and he is the end. He is basically the top dollar of this movie. He is basically Michael Wincott's character, but just on a different level. But the thing is, I've seen this guy play a better villain in 30 Days of Night. I know what this man is capable of. I remember him as the lead vampire in 30 Days of Night.
That was him.
Yeah, that was him. That was him.
I like that goddamn movie. Damn, that was him.
That's him. That's him. Wow. And he was way better.
Twice.
Yes. Damn. He did okay. If you've never seen, I don't know how you haven't, but if you have not seen 30 Days a Night, do yourself a favor.
I'll play that shit in Discord after this show is done. Yeah. That vampire movie is fire.
It is cold. It is absolutely positively cold. And I don't mean that as a pun because they're in Alaska, but yeah, point of the matter is, in that movie, I remember like when that motherfucker pulled up on folks, he didn't even have that much dialogue in the movie.
And that's why I completely... He said maybe two things, and they weren't even English. It was a completely different language. Or he was he was clicking.
Yeah, he has. I think he has one. I think he only has one line of English, and it's like I think there's a part where like someone is trying. I think he has when he snatches up old girl. And he tells her no fear. He just repeats that line twice, and then you see what happens. But yeah, no God here. Thank you, no God here. That's what it is. But no, the point is, this guy is playing generic bad guy number 6,400. 6,492. That's basically what he's doing. Generic bad guy 6,492. He is not bringing anything new to the table. He is not bringing like honestly, this is a check. This was a check. Okay, this man said, "Look, did the check clear? All right, cool. Because this is bullshit, but I'm gonna go ahead and run with this. Okay, because y'all paying me, but." Because I think he knew what this was. He's trying to have fun with it just a little bit, but like, he's not bringing his A game. And I think it's not because he can't. I think it's because there was no motivation. There's no real motivation here. Everybody's line reads are terrible. So bad. Oh my God. This is some of the worst. Like, I thought Madam Web had some bad dialogue. Man, this movie is giving Madam Web a run for his money.
Damn.
Like, there's a point where, to get back to the whole Shelley thing, but yeah, Shelley is in deep with this guy. Like, she's connected to him, and, like, basically her mother had cut a deal with him, because basically what this guy is, I said he's a Satanist. He has cut a deal with the devil, and it gives him this power and level of influence. Like, I think if you go back and look at the trailers, you can kind of see how his eyes are doing this weird, kind of snake thing. In the movie, he has the ability to whisper in people's ears, and so you see in the trailer, he'll be like, and then like all of a sudden, like motherfucker just do some random shit that you can assume he told them to do. Like he starts speaking dark speech basically, and then winds up like I think there's a point at the beginning of the movie where they show you how it works, and he tells this young lady who's friends with Shelly to basically unalive herself. Basically, she's like, he does a little, and the next thing you know, her eyes go white, and then she picks up something. She picks up like a knife or something off the ground, and just starts stabbing herself in the neck repeatedly until she dies. But basically, he's cutting deals with these people for power and influence and privilege so that they are beholden to him. And he is effectively doing this so that he can send people to hell to honor his deal with the devil. That's basically what the movie is about. Okay. And Shelley... The reason why Eric gets caught up in this is because Shelley was caught up in it. Whether she really fully knew the full extent of what was going on with him or not is kind of up in the air. But basically, he used his influence on her to make her do bad things so that when she died, she would go to hell. And that's basically what he does. Like he gets people to do bad things that ensure they go to hell. And when they take out Shelley, do you remember that scene in the trailer where we saw Shelly had the bag over her head?
Yeah.
That's how she dies. She gets strangled to death. That's literally, we saw her death right then and there. You didn't have to go see the movie to see that shit. But that's it. There's no sexual assault. There's no extended beat down scene or cutting or stabbing or mutilation. It's literally just that. They literally just put some plastic bags over their heads and make them stare at each other as they both suffocate. That's it. And I mean, it's a lot more simple, but like it's also one of those things where I was like, oh man, I was kind of maybe expecting to be a little more violent considering how violently everyone else gets taken out. But that said, it is, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a movie that was made to hold on to property rights. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. This was a movie that was legitimately made to hold on to property rights. For those who don't know how intellectual property rights work, case in point, I'll use Daredevil as an example. How many of y'all remember that when the Daredevil Netflix series got made, that before that it was supposed to be a movie? Well, the reason why it was supposed to be a movie is because Fox had the rights to Daredevil. And in order to maintain those rights, they had to have a movie in production ever so often. And what happened was, and some of you may or may not remember this, but like there was a time frame in and around the time that the rights to Daredevil had reverted back to Marvel. About every like month or two, you would see something, if you were really like deep in on all like the nerd websites and news sites, whatever, you would see that, oh, hey, the production date on Daredevil got pushed back, or Daredevil going into production this, so-and-so week or month. And then you'd be like, oh, Daredevil production being delayed again. The reason why you kept seeing that news is because if Fox did not get a movie physically it doesn't have to be finished. It has to be actively in actual production. And when I mean production, I don't mean concept. I'm not talking like Donald Trumpisms, like where they have a concept of a movie. No, the movie has to actively be shot. It has to be, someone has to have a camera and be like, all right, hey, roll the camera. Hurry up, we got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes before this shit, the deadline hits. We got to start the cameras now. Start it now. That's basically what you got to do. You got to have a movie actively filming. If you do not have a movie actively filming by said date, those intellectual property rights go back to the original IP holder. That's what happened with Daredevil. Daredevil got delayed so many times, it did not meet the deadline. Marvel didn't get Daredevil back because they bought the rights back. They got it back because Fox fucking defaulted on the deal. That is what I feel happened with this. I feel like this was a situation where they're like, man, look, we got to get something in development. Otherwise, we lose this shit. That's what it feels like. Same thing happened to Blade. Yeah, Blade, Punisher, a lot of those. If you ain't got no movie in development, well. Send that shit back. Why do you think Sony kept making all the Spider-Man movies? Why do you think they made Amazing Spider-Man? Yeah.
They brought up the X-Men movies, all the X-Film.
The X-Men movies are even better example because they were literally throwing up bullshit to keep those property rights. Like, the Amazing Spider-Man was so egregious because technically all they did was just kind of retell a story we literally just saw in a trilogy that wasn't even that old. They tried to reboot some shit that didn't even need to be rebooted. They could have just kept going. But they needed something. They couldn't get Tobey Maguire back on deck. So they were like, okay, well, we got to do something new. And we got to keep making these movies. Otherwise, because let's be honest, Spider-Man is one of the biggest franchises Sony has. It actually is the biggest franchise Sony has. So if they lose Spider-Man, that is literally giving up billions of dollars for free. So, yeah, that's it. My other beefs with this movie just overall is, I kind of alluded to this earlier. Like, okay, this scene right here where we see I almost said, not Brandon. Oh, my God. I am so sorry, Brandon Lee. I did not want you wrapped up in this foolishness. We see Bill Skarsgård becoming the Crow. This shot is not until the last 40 minutes of the movie. The eye makeup, the smile, this shit is okay. How many of y'all remember there was a scene that keeps getting thrown around, and I think the studio released it to try and get people hype, and I don't think it had the effect that they were hoping for. But there was a scene that where he's in the opera house. Yeah. This is at the end of the movie. This is the end of the movie right here. This is the third act boss fight. Like
Trailers gotta stop doing it, dog. They have to stop showing that shit, man.
like I want to be real with you. I want you guys to understand what I'm saying here. I just told you that we spent 30 to 40 minutes. It is 30 to 40 minutes before Shelly dies. I don't mean that they killed her off at the beginning of the movie that we spent 30, 40 minutes doing flashbacks. No, we are introduced to Shelly first. Or actually, no, technically we meet Eric first. But like once also, dude, the credits of this movie are so egregious. It's like, bruh, why are we doing this? I was like, this is so stupid. But no, they do this whole thing where they open up on a town like that looks like some place you would find in a Fallout game. This little boy walking with a little plastic sack like he just came back from the store and stumbled into some wasteland village or some shit that like you go in and steal a couple of things, pop rocks or sugar, or was it sugar bombs or whatever, and maybe like some rad roaches come out and try and bite you. And there's a dying horse, and it's basically to show you that, oh, he's had such hardship and he's had to grow up early, that, oh, it's a lot of movie shorthand. Oh, his mom is nowhere to be found, or she's there, but we can't tell if she's strung out or just a lazy mom or just dying herself. And yeah, basically showing you, oh my God, his hardships. But then like we smash cut to him being in a mental health facility that almost seems more like a boot camp or some kind of military school, but is also a mental health facility. Like, I'm sorry, those two things don't mix, and it just comes off incredibly problematic. Like I get this is supposed to be like a fantasy kind of, not fantasy setting, but just like a setting that's not intended to be realistic. But I was like, dude, where do these places exist? Because I was like, this is terrible. It was like they literally, within 10 seconds of the scene where they show them having like a group therapy session, they're getting yelled at by a fucking drill sergeant. Like, who thought this was smart? Yeah, like that. Like, I was like, you just took me out of the movie. This would not exist. But this is supposed to be a world where everything is so fucking corrupt. So I guess that's why. But yeah, he meets Shelly in the mental health facility. They break out. They end up somehow running in with a bunch of random people who we never really get any character development for. They just run out in the middle of the road in front of a truck. And the truck just happens to have some people who are just as equally bohemian as they are. And they just live with them. It makes no sense. Suddenly they have a bunch of friends who we don't get any real names for outside of one of them, and we don't learn this motherfucker's name until he's about damn near ready to die. And it's just fucking dumb. It's just dumb. It is just dumb. And then we get to the, like I said, Shelly gets clapped. Eric gets clapped. He goes to the spirit world. And he's got some random dude there that's his guy trying to, like, basically his Yoda, trying to teach him how to be the crow. And they do this whole thing. Carter, you remember how in the original movies, it was like, oh, if you hurt the crow, like the actual bird, that's how you hurt the man.
Yeah.
They don't do that with this one. It's all about love. So then they do this contrived thing to, I said how Shelly was in deep with Danny Houston's character. Yeah. They do this whole contrived thing where they try and make you question if Shelly is a good person. Now, this is stupid because we already know that I think it's more for Eric than it is for the audience. We know this guy has the ability to influence other people and make them do bad things, whether they want to or not. So they basically, Eric finds a tape of Shelly being manipulated to unalive a bunch of people after being manipulated by old boy, and this supposedly the star-crossed love that he had for her, all that. Look, let me go back to some shit. All this shit right here, all this, oh yeah, baby, I love you. You're the greatest thing ever. Oh, you the best thing ever had me. Oh, I love you. I love you so much. Oh, no, I love you to death. No, I love you to death. Oh no, I love you so much. I just want to be dead. I want to be dead too. You remember? I love you so much. Hey, we should just be dead together. That would be the best thing ever. Like, it's like all that bullshit that they were doing, all that lovey-dovey, just Hollywood romance bullshit that is just, I'm sorry, it's cringe as fuck. All that thrown out the window because he saw a video of her killing somebody after being manipulated. Granted, I'll give you this much. He does not know that this dude has his power. I guess he's just seeing it as for face value. But the thing is,
you just see Fickle Twigs just murking motherfuckers. Okay.
Like on an episode of Oz. Like just like like she turned into Adebisi all of a sudden. She had the little hat. She had the little hat on the side of her head. It was just like, let's go. But no, it's so stupid to me because that is what makes him question whether or not he loves her. And that's supposed to be his weakness now. Oh, it's how much you love the person who you lost. This is what determines. This is what determines your power as the crow. Like, because there's a point where he gets shot after this, after he has the doubt about Shelly, and then he don't heal from that shit. But it's in the middle of the movie, and he's still not the crow yet by this point. He's walking around with the power of the crow, mind you, but he don't put that makeup on until the end of the movie. You remember Thomas Jane's Punisher? You remember that Thomas Jane's Punisher where remember how the Punisher didn't become the Punisher until it was time to go kill John Travolta?
Yeah.
That's this movie. That is this movie. Like, honestly, the only thing missing is him hanging somebody upside down and tickling him with some goddamn popsicles. That's the only thing missing from this shit.
Hey, fuck you. That scene was hilarious.
He was like,
and that popsicle touched him, and that motherfucker screamed. That scene was hilarious. It's so hot, you won't even feel heat. You'll just feel cold. That popsicle touched his back. That dude was hollering me.
Yeah, G. Martinez says, so basically the main attack, that's why I forgot his name's Rogue. I forgot his name was fucking, like, it's Roeg or Rogue, something like that. His name is so inconsequential, but point is, he said he basically the Bene Gesserit. He part of the Bene Gesserit. But no, it's hilarious to me because, yeah, you don't get, here, let's see here. You don't get this until the end of the movie, and then they have like this really weird fight at the end that's full of CG Cthulhu tentacles and weird shit.
Hey, what?
Yeah. What so the spirit world. Okay. So after. Okay. You know what? Let me say something nice before I say anything bad. The opera house scene is cold.
Okay.
But that's with 30, 40 minutes left in the movie.
Okay.
That's not like you got like a smooth 30 minutes left in the movie when that scene shows up. And remember, I said this movie is an hour and 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So the movie's almost over pretty much. And mind you, 10 of that hour and 50 minutes is credits. So
You know what it just reminded me of? Remember when we went in on Blue Beetle for that one bad guy who we finally hear his backstory at like 10 minutes before the guy
right before he died? Oh yeah, by the way, here's this character who's been in the movie like for almost the whole movie. Boo, hey, this shit about to wrap up. Hey, run his backstory real quick. Hey, but we still got.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late. We're about to take him out. No. Nobody will notice. But no, I will say this: the scene in the opera house is awesome, but it's also ridiculous at the same time because bear in mind it's in an opera house. There's an opera actively happening during this scene. So there's an entire crowd with actors singing. Now, one can make the argument that they don't hear all the commotion outside, which I want to make it clear, it's happening in the same building they're in. You can make the argument that these people do not hear it because the building is so large, and also there's loud singing and music going on, but there are motherfuckers literally letting off. This shit sounds like a goddamn Fortnite match. Sounds like a COD match is happening.
I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you do that because I've played several Hitman games, and there's a mission in an opera house. I let 3 rounds off. Everybody in that goddamn building is running out the front door.
like, wait a minute. What? Like, oh my God, we gotta get out of here. No, and that's my thing. It's like, at first, I was like, okay, he's gonna stop everybody from shooting before they can actually shoot him. But there's a part where he's walking up the stairs, and
that part was in the dog. That part was in the trailer.
Exactly.
These trailers got to stop doing that.
And he just getting lit up and then fall out. And then he get back up and start fighting.
Don't ever do your shoulders like that while you looking at me ever again. Don't ever do your shoulders like that while you staring at me. I'm so happy you audio files didn't just see what he just did. Don't ever do the young Dro shoulder lean while you looking in my eyes. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. That was a violation. That was a violation. What you just did.
But no, that's what happened. That like he lit like, dude. We play Hunt Showdown. You can hear a shot from like 4 compounds away. You'd be like, ooh.
And you are going to react to that.
Right.
Either he's going to run over there or we're just going to take our time going over there.
But no, this motherfucker right here is like, I'm talking about I'm not talking about 1 or 2 shots. These motherfuckers it was 2 motherfuckers emptied a whole clip apiece.
Yeah, the trailer showed like a shotgun getting blasted in his stomach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there are shotguns going off. There are pistols going off. There's all kind of shit. Nobody fucking notices. You want to know what happens when the people knows there's a scene. This shot right here. The reason why they don't show you what he's holding out, it kind of looks like he's doing like a Christ pose. He's not. He's also not doing like Raven. From ECW, WCW. He ain't doing a Raven pose. No, he has 2 severed heads in his hands. That's when people finally notice because he walks out on the stage. He comes from backstage.
Y'all ain't that goddamn engrossed with this opera singing.
And the crowd is cheering for the opera singers, and he walks out from behind the opera singers, holding the heads, and he just throws them in the crowd. That's when people finally notice that he's there. That's when the audience recognizes he's there.
I've been hearing for 45 minutes.
Yeah, like, oh man, I thought that was just her singing.
Bro.
Also, I want to point out something too. Here's another thing I didn't particularly care for. So you know how earlier I was making jokes about them playing The Cure during the makeup scene? Which, by the way, I love that song. I know it sounded like I was being dismissive. That's actually one of my favorite songs by The Cure, oddly enough. But you know what they play when he's doing his thing? Enya. Like you remember the song? I might be mispronouncing. It's like, is it Boadicea? or Bodesia.
I know
The
what you're
one,
talking about.
yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
the one
I'ma
they
tell you
used
why
for
I
the
ain't got a problem
Fugees.
with that. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm gonna tell you why I don't have a problem with that. The goddamn trailer played Post Malone. I don't.
I mean, you know, but I'm gonna tell you what happened. It's so weird because it doesn't fit the tone of what he's doing. Also, you know what that ink is on his face? It's tattoo ink.
I'm over it.
It's tattoo ink. Because he starts
I thought it was gonna be something to do with the crows or some shit, but tattoo ink was not on my bingo card. Okay.
Yeah, baby. It's just a low budget Legacy of Kain Soul
Reaver.
Reaver.
You're not gonna disrespect Soul Reaver like that. You got to get timed out. You got to get timed out. No. You ain't finna disrespect Soul Reaver like that. You are not about to disrespect Raziel. No, sir. No.
Wait. Be like, cost him in.
No.
I ain't gonna But no, this movie's bad. It's bad. Because even the one thing I like about it is so stupid it doesn't make any sense in the context of what's going on. And then so the ending. So you know how normally in Crow movies, the Crow, once he does what he's supposed to do, he dies so he can move on. Okay, remember how we also talked about how Bill Skarsgård was unhappy with the ending of the movie?
Yeah.
Because he said they changed it to set up a sequel that if this movie gets it, I'm going to go tell you right now, somebody on the take. Somebody is on the take. Somebody is on the take. I'm sorry. But here's the thing. So the reason why the ending for this movie is so terrible is because they set this whole thing up where the idea is that if Eric can set the wrong things right, get rid of Danny Houston's villain, he will be able to bring Shelly back from the dead. Not only will he be able to bring her back from the dead, he'll also be able to come back from the dead. Because reasons. But something happens to where the thing I mentioned earlier, how like his love was tested because he saw the video of her being manipulated, all that stuff. Well, basically what he has to do is he has to cut a deal with the guy who is his guide over on the other side. And the deal is, I give myself up fully. I take Shelly's place. I kill the people who killed us, and she gets to come back to life. And then I have to take her place where she was, because that's the other thing of it. Because she killed those people and she was killed herself, she goes to hell.
Okay.
So that's where she is. So he has to go where she is currently.
Okay.
So what they do is once he sends Danny Houston's ass to the Shadow Realm, literally the Shadow Realm, he literally sends him to the actual literal Shadow Realm. He gets snatched up. Like it's almost like he was playing Guilty Gear against Eddie, and Eddie just unloaded them goddamn black tentacle monsters on him, and they snatched his ass down, and he gone. He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 4. But so once that's done, Ficka Twigs is returned to life as if nothing ever happened. As if nothing ever happened. This bitch done been dead for at least 2 or 3 days. And the paramedics that just now showed up, I'm talking about rigor mortis that set in, and she just come back to like, you mean, like, first off, let's be real here. If a body has been dead for as long as Shelly's was by the point that all this shit was going on, the body would be cold and stiff. No paramedic would... yes, thank you. Mad Chocolate, thank you. They buried her ass. They buried her. Thank you. I want to pull this chat. Up. Right here. Thank you. This bitch done been buried. They done had a funeral and everything. We literally see the funeral. Eric goes to the funeral. And for whatever reason, they do this thing in such a weird way where when she comes back, she's laying in the room where she was killed. So I'm guessing what happened is that I guess they turned back time. But if you turn back time, doesn't that mean that Rogue is still alive? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It makes no fucking sense.
I thought you were gonna say something like she pulled a Buffy and clawed her way out of the coffin or something. C.E. Ruse bringing up fucking embalming fluid now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did it? Did time rewind itself? Because if it did, you need to tell me this. I mean, I felt like I was paying attention. Maybe I missed a piece of dialogue. I don't know. But the thing is, if Eric did what he did to set the wrong things right, and the prize is for Shelley to come back. But in order for Shelley to come back, we have to rewind time to do it. Doesn't that mean Rogue's still alive? Am I taking crazy pills?
If this was something that was done like right after she died, okay. But you saying multiple days to the point where they didn't have a fucking service.
They didn't have a wake. They didn't have a service. This bitch had been rolled into the ground. They didn't cover the shit up. The bitch is dead.
Y'all could have did that thing to where he was dead. So when he was in the shadow realm, time works differently. So only like a certain amount of that's kind of dumb.
It's stupid. Dumb. It's stupid. It is. Look, look. No. Y'all don't understand.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, this shit was dumber than a fucking soup sandwich. It was just fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
So wait. So she's alive. He's in hell now.
No, he is not in hell. He is not in hell. That was supposed to be the deal. But here's what happened. You know all the trails they showed, that weird train yard area that he was just walking around in? That's basically the purgatory that he was in.
Okay.
He just walks off into the clouds with the crow. As if like he's just going to keep on going, avenging other people, another day or some shit.
But for what? You was just trying to get your lady back.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. And we're never going to find out because this bullshit ain't getting no sequel. The bullshit ain't getting no sequel. Look, hold on. No. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. Hold on. Wait a minute. No. Y'all ain't about to play with me. Y'all ain't about to play in my face like this. Y'all ain't about to play in my goddamn face like this. Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. Y'all ain't about to play in my face. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No. This, hold on, wait, let me pull. Look, so... Here it is right here. Here. Look at this bullshit. Look at this where he at right now. Selling crows and all the factory shit. She ain't in there no more. You can actually just digitally remove her from this picture. He just there now. By the way, first off, I also want to point out something that was not. I'm gonna tell you another thing that took me out the movie. I'm gonna tell you another thing that took me smooth the fuck about the movie is when he picks up that little ass fucking Tonto. That motherfucker had to have been a replica. There was no backstory for why that sword was there. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you buy a sword in any place, it is usually not like a legit actual katana or tanto or wakizashi or whatever.
No, that was probably just because it was something that would look cool. Because I remember that part in the trailer where he stabbed himself to kill the dude behind him or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, which happens like twice. I think it happens a few. He shoots himself to shoot somebody. I was like, look, I said, that motherfucker ain't sharp enough to be cutting motherfuckers' heads off and cutting motherfuckers' jaws and shit. I was like, no, stop.
You shot yourself to shoot somebody else twice.
Look,
after the first time it loses its luster, it almost kind of sort of lost its luster because I saw John McClane do it in that nasty PG Die Hard movie.
Ooh.
But twice?
And I'm gonna tell you what, this I wanna show y'all some shit. This shit right here, this is the movie trying to convince us that the shit gonna be good. Trust me, bro. Trust me. That's what the fuck this movie is doing. It's like, trust me, bro. Trust me. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be cold. Just you wait and see, Blerd. Just you wait and see. It's gonna be so good. By the way, do you know how much this movie costs?
$50
million. $50 million. Do you know how much money this movie done took in? Because I'm going to tell you. This movie done took in a whopping, wait for it, $21 million. This is a bomb. It has been a, what was it? Its earliest release date was August 21st. It ain't even been a whole month.
Oh, yeah. Paris Yule saying, sir, a sequel to Rebel Moon was made. Anything is possible.
Man, stop. Don't you conjure that shit into existence. Don't you conjure that bullshit into existence, Paris. You better than that. You better than this. But here's the thing, though. This thing I don't understand. I get it. You made this movie because you had to make this movie. There's no other reason. You had to make this movie. But no. $21 million. I don't know if I've ever explained how movies work before, but I'm going to tell you right now. This is not just a bomb. This is the biggest bomb of the year so far, I think. Because
wow, it trumps Borderlands?
I think so. I think let me double check. Borderlands.
I'm wondering, like, if that 20 million it made. I wonder if that was after it left the theaters, and that 20 million is just home video. Because because there's this video with Matt Damon where he talks about how whatever you don't make in theaters, you could do that on home video and DVD sales. So it was like a second theater thing. But I wonder if that 20 million is just people at the house because nobody wanted to see this shit in theaters. So that 20 is all it's gonna make.
So as far as I am aware, it is just theatrical. But actually, Borderlands is still a bigger box office bomb just because Borderlands made $32 million worldwide. That movie cost $120 million to make. So it actually was more expensive and didn't even make half its budget back. But the problem is, for a movie to be considered successful, you can't just make your budget back. You got to make your budget back times 3. Because the marketing cost, so if your movie costs $50 million, it's usually assumed you spend as much money marketing the movie.
Marketing. Yep.
So you got to get if your movie costs $50 million, you got to make $150 million. Yep. But yeah, exactly. Thank you. Totally just said it here in chat. Thank you. Yeah, this is it. If a movie's budget is $20 million, triple it for advertising and marketing. Exactly. You have to make all the money back and then some. There's like that is why y'all remember them Paranormal Activity movies? Remember why they kept making a new one every year? Reason why they kept making them Saw movies every single fucking year is because they were so cheap. I know the Paranormal Activity movies, and I can't vouch for the Saw movies, but I know for the Paranormal Activity movies, most of those movies did not cost more than $1 million. And if they did, it didn't cost more than $5 million. And those movies always raked in tens of millions of dollars. So that's why you kept getting those movies. You said, like, man, who is this for? Why do they keep making this? It's because it was cheap and they getting their money back. And then some, with cherry on top, with the sprinkles, and maybe some chocolate or caramel sauce drizzle on top. They getting all of it.
I did not know that, mailman, but there was I'll post that clip in that Discord so you all see that Matt Damon kind of breaks down what Ernie and I are talking about.
Yeah.
But he was saying, did y'all see the Borderlands full movie was up on YouTube? In HD.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so check
this out. I did not know that.
Yeah, check. Oh, so, and here's the thing. I don't even think the studio cares. They just want somebody to see this shit so maybe people will talk about it and get some buzz. Wow. But the thing is, I'm going to be honest with you. I tried. I didn't go back and try and finish it. I think I made it 45, 50 minutes into the movie. I'm sorry. That movie is fucking ass. That movie's ass. Borderlands. Yeah, I tried.
Oh, no,
I tried.
I'm not.
I tried. Like, it was just bad. Borderlands is bad. Ooh, God. Like, dude, I'm sorry. You ain't never gonna convince me Kevin Hart could be Roland. No,
No, sir.
No, stop.
No, sir.
Dude, I'm sitting here watching Kate Blanchett stand right next to this motherfucker, and she's standing a whole 2.5 heads taller than this man.
Stop it.
Oh, and by the way, spoilers for Borderlands. She don't even become the Firehawk until the end of the movie.
Somebody said Tiny Tina was a part of the creature that they look for in the first movie, as opposed to just being a young crazy child.
She is a young crazy child, but the thing is, she is trying way too hard. Like she's not even acting like Tiny Tina. She's just acting like Harley Quinn. Yeah, exactly. I'm good.
Why y'all think y'all got that preview of the new Borderlands game in development to get y'all mind off that whack ass movie?
Man, yeah, it was. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody in that movie was bad. Everybody in the movie was bad. Kate Blanchett wasn't even good. She wasn't even good. Matter of fact, they had every cliche imaginable in that movie that let you know it was not good. Like characters who are very clearly too old to be playing the roles they're playing, saying I'm too old for this shit, or talking about, or characters or actors who are literally doing a money for a cash grab, literally uttering lines in the movie like you can't pay me enough to do this, and then immediately changing their mind, saying, "Oh yeah, you actually can." All the hallmarks of things you would imagine would make you think that a movie, it was.
A funny thing, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
When I went to the IGN thing, and they had Eli Roth there, they had the young lady that plays Tiny Tina, they had the guy who plays Krieg. So I was in the front. You all know it because I talked about it on the fucking Blerd Cave when I went to the Summer Game Fest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Eli Roth talked about how he loved doing this film because he wanted to be able to show everybody that he could do just a really fantastic, just fun popcorn movie. This was just a fun, awesome, just fucking awesome movie. That's what he wanted to show everybody, that he can just do I swear this, like I said, just a fucking awesome baller ass movie, and then everybody around me got hyped, even though it was hot as hell in there. But yeah, so it's funny to hear you say all of that and then knowing what he said.
And here's the thing, what was it? Terramorphous is literally a sight gag, more or less, with a nutsack for a chin, which I guess kind of tracks.
Men in Black already did that with the Balchinians, people.
Mm-hmm.
Why y'all copying all these other movies and shit? Why y'all copying these movies? Out?
And the Guardians of the Galaxy vibes. Yeah, pretty. Oh, and also this was the other trope that they use. Oh, you're not gonna stop us. You and what army? And then someone going, that one. And then the army showing up. Like, also, I'm not gonna lie, man. For them to be in the wasteland, all them vehicles look too clean. Everything looks sterilized and washed up. They didn't. I don't know. It was bad. Okay, it was just bad. Also, man, Jamie Lee Curtis, baby, honey, what was you doing? What was you doing? That was some of the worst acting I'd ever seen in my life out of Jamie Lee Curtis, and she ought to be ashamed of herself because I know she's better than that.
I think she just tried to do these until they subsequently like cast her in the One Piece movie, because that's really what she wants. Because she all she does is talk about goddamn One Piece.
Yeah.
She wants to be an old girl in fucking One Piece. So hey,
also, no, go ahead.
Dog, I don't know, man. That's the only thing I can think about with Jamie Lee Curtis, because that's all she talks about is fucking One Piece, and she wants to be an old girl with the fucking hands. So maybe, I don't know.
Well,
maybe she's just trying to show that she could do the kids. I don't know, dog.
Look,
She tired of being fine ass, True Lies, trying to be sexy, busting her ass on the floor out of nowhere with Schwarzenegger laughing. She tired of being fine ass Jamie Lee Curtis. She don't want to be trading spaces with Jamie Lee Curtis no more. She don't want to be doing all the gyrating with the jazzercise and shit anymore. She just wants to do fun kid stuff. Leave that white woman alone, Ernie Carruthers.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna leave her alone because after that shit she talked, like, because y'all remember she was talking, Jamie Lee Curtis was talking cash money shit.
Was she?
About the MCU. She was like, "Oh, these movies are just so soulless, and they're just not fun. They're not good." Or, like it was during that time frame where everyone was trying to ride the bandwagon of shitting on the MCU
because they thought the DCU were gonna blow up.
Or no, just because because everybody's doing it. because everybody's doing it. It's like
not real cinema.
That's not cinema. That's not cinema. And then so she did. Like, I think what was she was like, oh, I wish they made better movies, or they need to get back to making good movies. Bitch, you need to make a good movie. You ain't doing good right now, honey. I would shut up. I'd shut up. And then she had to retract that statement. Because Mickey Mouse called her up. Like, hey, Freaky Friday is off. The Freaky Friday 2 is off.
Image of Mickey Mouse for you and me is fucking Savage Dragon. Please don't bring up me.
But no, it just like you like after she said that shit, she immediately had a retraction. Cause I guarantee you, Kevin Feige was like, I just talked to Bob Iger and he said he cutting off Freaky Friday 2. Yeah. I know we already paid your contract. But yeah, you're gonna have to get that money back.
Shot several scenes that I have personally seen.
Look, be like, hey, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna recast you with Katie Seagal. And and we're gonna need you to pay that money back big time. I'm gonna need I hope you ain't bought nothing. I hope you ain't spent my money.
wait, when did she lose the role to Peggy Bundy? Wait, what? Wow.
We're gonna have to get you up out of here. We about to get you up out of here. No, I was joking when I said it, but
okay.
But
okay,
I was just joking. I was just playing along. But no, it's because I think it's supposed to be called Freakier Friday. Yeah. I think is the new joint. But now Jamie Lee is still in there. She's still in there. But yeah, talk about Katie Seagal's good. Oh, is actually gonna be in One Piece. Okay. I heard Jamie Lee Curtis had actually gotten it because they acted like they wanted, but you know what? She talking all that shit. Netflix probably like, look, man, after that Borderlands performance, we're gonna have to get you on up out of here. We want Jax Teller's mom. We want Gemma Teller in here. She gonna do it. Cause she know how to act. She know how to act right. She know how to act right. We gonna get her instead. We can get her instead. But no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna hit your ass
one of your tried and true classics. With that being said,
yeah,
since you've already gotten one bad movie out of the way, you want to talk now. This is in my opinion. You want to talk about another one?
Yeah, actually, I'll tell you what. Yes, let's do that. First and foremost, I do want to put some respect on Blerd Koa's name, because
what do you see? You see
no, I just want to put some respect on y'all's name because for one, y'all are great. Y'all are always out here, just being awesome, being amazing. But I also want to put some respect on y'all's name for just y'all's reactions and responses throughout these throughout these last couple of weeks. Y'all have made me smile a great deal. So just want to say, man, y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. That said, also real quick, I want to point out too, because we got some channel memberships. We actually got 10 channel memberships donated by Robo. Left face out here dropping the hotness on us. So thank you for that, pimp. I think who all got hooked up. Let's see who all. There you go. Let's see. Mailman, Eric Dion Cheney. We also got Father Nancy, Shatrick Echoes, Detrick Morton. We also got Alex Walker, Lee Lynch, and Lars Mayberry. Also getting these memberships out here. We appreciate that. Thank you. Also, let's get to it. Yeah, so we got a new one. Man, Carter, what is going on? What is going on with these movies, man? What's going on? What's going on with Sony? What is Sony doing? Because for those who do not know, Knull, the big bad booty daddy of the symbiotes, He is coming to the big screen. He is coming to the big screen. And you all wanted it. Sony has heard you.
I don't think they wanted it from Sony.
Wait, they said that we wanted Marvel to hear us. We didn't want Sony to hear us. God damn it. This is when you wish on that monkey's paw. You wished on the monkey's paw, and this is what you get. You got what you got. You said you wanted the monkey's paw, and you got the monkey's paw. So you get Knull. You get Knull on the big screen.
Okay, real quick.
Yes.
Like CE Ruse, they did Gore Dirty. Please not Knull. Here's the thing, you are incorrect. Sony didn't do Gore Dirty. That was actually Marvel and Taika White Titty. That was him that did Gore to God Butcher Wrong. That ain't got nothing to do with this kung fu treachery we about to see with Sony. No. Yep.
And it's bad. It looks bad. But do you remember when Let There Be Carnage came out? And I think I even said something to this effect. I was like, yeah, they teased Knull. And everybody's like, nah, they ain't gonna do Knull. They ain't really gonna do Knull. Nah, they doing that, motherfucker. He coming. He is gonna show up. We actually saw him in the trailer. They got a couple of blink and you'll miss it shots of him. And we don't know. Well, technically we know, but I don't know if it's true. It's been stated that Norman Reedus is going to be playing him. Like Walking Dead's own Daryl Dixon, a.k.a. Scud, is going to be playing him.
Sam Porter Bridges.
Yeah, Sam Porter. Look, he said, I'm tired of delivering Amazon packages. So I'm going to do this Knull thing for a little bit, just get a little extra bread up under me. Oh my God. Wait, now here's the thing though. When he pull up, is Churches gonna be playing in the background when he show up? Are they gonna be playing some Churches? But no. We don't know how true this is. This was reported, but it hasn't been confirmed. So take that information, do with that information what you will. But the Venom, The Last Dance. This, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This trailer, yeah, man, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. And this is coming from a guy who doesn't really have too much of a problem. I don't really have much of a problem with the Venom movies. I actually don't find them as offensive as some other people might. But here, I'm gonna pull this up just so we can, you can kind of see it here. Like, it looks like a Venom movie. It looks like a Venom movie. This is what you can get. This is what you get. This is basically what you get. It's just silly. It's just some silly shit. And the thing is, they have been kind of setting this up, for a little bit in here. Actually, I kind of want to, I just want to make sure people understand. And I'm not playing any sound with it because you don't need it. You really don't. I hope the bag was substantial. I hope the bag was actually beyond substantial. Because you know what happened? You know the news surrounding this, like everybody's excited for Knull. Everyone's excited, because there's gonna be more symbiotes. We got old girl from Ted Lasso showing up in this shit. We got our boy 12 Years a Slave in this as well. But here's the thing that people are talking about that I think is even more important than Knull being in the movie. The thing that's more important than Knull even being in the movie at all. And it's the fact that the creators of Knull found out the same time that we did that Knull was gonna be in the movie. Yeah, normally when shit like this happens, people usually know. They usually say something. They say, "Hey, yeah, just we about to drop you off a little bag." We about to, yeah. Soap is in it too. They brought Soap back. Soap is back. He was in the last one. He's coming back. Likely in with Super Suit. But the thing that's kind of wild about this. Oh, by the way, here I want to make sure, because this is the thing I feel like enough people aren't talking about. Let's see, can I catch it right there? This motherfucker, the Hand of the King, is back. They say, hey man, we sent this motherfucker to prison in Hot D. He can come back now. He can come back. House of the Dragon. This man, Otto Hightower. He back. This man was literally the Lizard in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. We gonna really sit up here and act like this motherfucker got 2 hands. He got 2 arms. So we just gonna pretend that he ain't Doc Kirk Connors no more. Is that what we doing? Okay. Yeah. Just making sure. But Donnie Cates was not informed. Ryan Stegman was not informed that this was gonna be a thing. Neither one of them were told about this silliness that is being perpetrated on our screens right now. Mm. But Donnie Cates had the perfect reaction. He had the perfect reaction to it.
So did Stegman.
Stegman did too. But I'm gonna show it to you. It's
yeah. The Elite X1 is saying they didn't tell Cates and Stegman because they don't plan to pay them. But well, now that they know, please believe they said no. We getting our bag.
Yeah, we getting our coins. I just thought it was funny because I'd never thought about it before. But yeah, if you turn the Venom logo backwards, it does actually look like money. But what was the other one? Is this Stegman right here? Yeah, this is Stegman's right here. This was Stegman's.
He came out with a tweet just for all you audiophiles that can't watch it. In which case, why the fuck aren't you watching? Get your ass on YouTube once. Why don't you? He's saying, yes, I did co-create Knull. No, I didn't know until today that he was going to be in Venom: The Last Dance. Yes, I do expect to finally be able to afford that lazy river moat around my house.
Bruh.
No, we did not know. But now that we do know, the bag is coming. We
oh,
want
yeah.
The bag now. We getting our bag now. I love it. And I wonder how many people at Sony still don't know what Knull stands for.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
Because what's just funny about, because isn't this like a PG-13 or a PG movie?
PG-13, yeah, it's gonna be PG-13.
It's just funny how many people don't know that that Knull is just it was a joke between Donnie and Ryan Stegman, because it's sweet. It's a Swedish word. It means fuck.
Yeah.
So it's they just got just all throughout the Venomnibus that you got. You're just saying fuck. You just don't even know it. You don't even know.
Dude, what the Knull? What the Knull?
Exactly.
You know? Man, Knull that shit. Knull that shit. But yeah, it's wild to me because, I mean, yeah, Knull coming to the big screen. That's cool. I mean, I know it's not going to be great. Like, I think I said in the video I put out the other day, I like the Venom movies. I don't hate them. I don't think they're great either. It just they're just a thing. They're a thing that exists that entertains me. I don't proclaim that they are the greatest comic book adaptations of all time. I don't even think that they're particularly good at adapting Venom, himself as a character. But honestly, if anything, they should already be paying Donnie and Ryan both, because they have literally been cribbing ideas from them for the movies. The whole symbiote coming out of his shoulder and talking, and your Venom like popping out of his shoulder and like coming around and talking to him. That shit was literally all over Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman's run on Venom. And it kind of reminds me of the Black Panther movie, how even though the Ta-Nehisi Coates run was still relatively new at the time that movie came out, there was a lot of stuff that was from the current crop of Black Panther comics that was in that movie. So it was just like, interesting. Even down to Shuri's battle garb was more from the more recent iterations of Black Panther as opposed to like the older ones.
Deck It Out actually brought something up here. The Insomniac game gave Venom the wings and had spirals all over the place.
Yep.
I wonder if they actually got a bag for that, because I didn't play Spider-Man 2 yet, but I remember I remember a message when I was driving on the freeway off work. I remember a message from your favorite YouTuber, Blerd Without Fear. It was a screenshot with a message that read, "Nigga, they got Knull in here." That was the whole message. I just see a screenshot of a spiral and then, "Nigga, they got Knull in here."
And better yet, they had, because here, this was, it's kind of a grainy shot, so forgive me, but yeah, like right here, the wings, they had the wangs. They had the wangs. The Venom wangs. Not only that, but they also they had your boy. They had your boy in there. Old Cletus, old Cleetykins. Old Cleetykins was in there.
I really wish I would stop saying that. I really don't want to see that. And this supposed to be the last movie too. Stop bringing up Anti-Venom. I don't want to see Anti-Venom in this movie.
Dude, I actually, what Twitter? It was not Twitter, but it was somebody's social media account. Where I saw somebody was talking about, oh my God, they were talking about this goddamn movie, and they said, I think, do I have the shot? Yeah, I have it. This shot right here, I saw someone say, "Dude, Anti-Venom."
Yuck.
I was like, it was about 8 or 9 of the motherfuckers in that shot. I said, y'all just picked the one. I was like, stop. But no, I look, going into this, I'm not expecting the end all be all. I'm not expecting this to be the greatest movie that was ever created, in the history of superhero movies. No, it's just gonna be dumb fun. I'm gonna go see it. I'm probably gonna laugh. I'm probably gonna smirk. I might even tear up a little, because that was something I never thought I would ever say about a Venom movie, is that I think it was in Venom Let There Be Carnage, they were having their little, falling out and then their eventual reunion. I was like, oh, well, that's kind of sweet. That's actually sweeter than I could have imagined. But yeah, I just don't know, man. I don't know. I fear we're going to get more of Gore the God Butcher. In this, once again, we know that this is Sony this time around, not Marvel, but still, I can't help but feel like they are going to commit a similar sin as the Thor. Because I remember we talked about, like, Gore was just silly. Yeah, he was just
for having
silly.
a great actor like Christian Bale portraying that character and to do the character the way you did it in that movie. But that was Marvel and that was Taika Waititi. Here's one thing I want to ask you though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just real quick, just to keep it on Venom. I'm gonna read to you a message I got because I didn't know about the Norman Reedus stuff. I got tagged in it.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna read a message that somebody said to me, and I want to get your feedback on this.
Oh shit.
Okay, bro. And then Carter presents in all caps. Why are they doing Knull already? You know how much shit has to happen to set that up? And Knull isn't just a Spider-Man Venom thing. That nigga put pause on the entire Marvel universe. In all caps, he killed Sentry. And these niggas are gonna make him whack in one movie. This just triggered me.
Oh god. Well, no, it's funny. It's funny because you can't take a villain like Knull, a guy who required an entire comic book crossover event to take down.
Mm-hmm.
You had to have the Avengers. You had to have the X-Men. You had to have the Fantastic Four. You had to have everybody. This was an all hands on deck situation. And you are going to put this man in a Venom movie where it's just Venom fighting this dude by himself. And I'm going to tell you right now, you have already lowered this man's stock before the movie didn't even came out. The Knull stock prices have crashed already. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. Also, you know, you can't even really do this dude's origin justice. You can't do this guy's origin justice because you have to have the Celestials. You have to have this. They'll probably come up with some other bullshit reason as to why he exists and why he's doing what he does. But
it's
yeah,
not even a souped up Venom, Ernie. This is junk food and ketchup.
Yeah, I mean, it really like this is a sugar sandwich. This is gonna be that's what it is. It's a sugar sandwich.
God,
that's what it is.
Those were fire back in the day. Don't do that.
Look. This is the fried bologna sandwich of comic book movies. That's all we got. This all we got. It ain't the Venom you look. It ain't the sandwich you want, but it's the sandwich you gonna eat because you ain't got nothing else.
At that point, I know several motherfuckers that would disagree and say, "Nah, Ernie, I'm gonna just drink water."
Look, they said, "Nah, I would rather have a Wish sandwich, 2 pieces of bread. Wish you had something between them." But nah, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna go into this expecting anything like absolutely positively crazy or good. I'm not. If anything, I am more hopeful for just some of the other things that I know we're going to be seeing here before too long. Because as some of you may or may not know, next week we are going to be eating pretty high on the hog, I would dare say. Because we have not one, but 2 comic book TV shows coming out next week. We got The Penguin and Agatha All Along coming out. Yeah. Literally, I think damn near the same day. I think one comes out on the 18th, the other comes out on the 19th.
Yeah, Penguin's 19th. And just FYI for everybody, I'm going to be playing that in the Discord. I want all of us to kind of watch that one. Anyone that's a fan of it, that's interested in it, that one I'm going to be playing in the Discord because I think the Penguin's going to show on the 19th, and then after that, it's going to be on Sundays.
Yeah, because they're doing week to week as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, everybody's going back, which is so wild to me. It's just like, man, just go ahead and put that shit out. But I get why they do it. You kind of have to just because you want people, especially since it's going to be so short. You want people to keep talking about it. If you put it out all in the same day, that shit gets binged inside of a weekend, and then no one's talking about it for the rest of the year. Unless it's like something just stupid good. Unless it's like, unless you just can capture the internet's attention for more than 15 seconds. I mean, ask the Haktua girl how that's working out lately.
Real quick.
Do you know she has a podcast coming out?
Jesus Christ. I don't even want to talk about this woman. You know about the Shannon Sharp stuff, right?
Yeah, I heard about it. I don't know all the details. I just know that he fucked up on IG. That's all I know.
He accidentally went live on IG while he was in between some things.
Yeah, he was.
You don't see anything,
but
you hear everything. The reason the Hawk Tour shit is funny to me is because the one thing you may not know, R-Truth was in the stream when it was happening and was live commentating.
What?
Saying that the woman was hot toing it, and then he reenacted it on his live. So you just got R-Truth off camera, just hot toy.
I didn't know R-Truth was doing all that. God damn.
Yes, he did a live stream reenacting it, dude. It was ridiculous. Oh, my chest hurt. I was laughing so hard.
Oh my god. Yeah, I actually I remember we were at I think this was whatever the most recent holiday. I think it was for Memorial Day. We were all hanging out with family. And somehow the Hawk-Tua girl entered the conversation, and Cersei walked up as we were talking about it, and she was like, "What's Hawk-Tua?" And I was like, "Go mind your business." I was like, "Mind your business."
Danger.
Oh, goddamn. But yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing.
He was in between a lot from how it sounded. He did a podcast the next day. He said he was knee deep.
I believe him. I remember someone saying, did he say something, "That's a good girl," or some shit like that, or something along those lines? Or
Yeah. I don't want to think about it. Right. I don't want to think about it like that.
I was like, good Lord. How are motherfuckers going live on accident? Like, what was he doing?
Apparently, I don't. You know what he was doing.
Well, no. I mean, like, was he like checking his phone while he was knocking some boots?
I guess it was something like that, and I guess he put the phone down but didn't realize he hit live. But he has 2 phones, so his team had to blow up the other phone to tell him to cut the live off. That boy had that girl sound like Vicar Amelia. Boy. What?
Well, was he laying the thunderstroke?
I don't want to think about it.
Oh, I tell you what we do want to think about. I will tell you what we do want to think about. We want to think about our recommended for this week. That's what we want to think about. That's the only thing we're thinking about right now. This week's recommendation. I guess.
Have you read it?
Yes, I have. I actually have.
Sweet, because I didn't want to spoil it. This week's recommendation from your boys it is what you thought it was. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2 came out this week. Jason Aaron, Raphael Albuquerque. I enjoyed this issue. I know Ernie enjoyed this issue.
Oh, yes.
Raph is still #1 for me just because I'm that guy and it's Raph.
Yes,
but
of course.
Seeing some ninjas get laid down with some diamond encrusted nunchucks was
dude, I never thought I wanted to see it, and now I'm glad that I did. I was like, damn, this is actually kind of cold. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I never thought I would see Mikey go there.
Yeah, that was a solid issue. That was really, really good. What about you, Ernie? What do you think?
I loved it. It did all the stuff that I think we kind of assumed it was going to do when we talked about it in the we previewed it a couple of weeks ago or last week. Yeah. I think maybe when we did that. But yeah, it did all the things I kind of half expected it to do. Like it kind of put you in that mindset that Mikey was growing up and he was learning how to live on his own, and for better or worse, and kind of how he was starting to feel like he was a little washed. Cause he's gone Hollywood, and then and then all of a sudden, ninjas, actual ninjas, not the ninjas he's fighting on the movie set. He actually got to fight. He's got to relearn how to fight for real again, and I also liked the.
That's a nice way to put it. That is actually a nice way to put it. Because even when those ninjas showed up, he thought it was just paparazzi because he had been out the game.
Right.
So, that's a good way to put that. Yeah. Learning how to fight again. Yep.
I mean, it was awesome. I thought it was cool. And then all the other stuff, like once again, they still don't tell you because we're only 2 issues in. They don't give you the full reasoning as to why the turtles have fallen out. But I mean, you can kind of infer some things. There's some things that Mikey says that kind of let you know how he feels his brothers felt about him, and and of course just kind of seeing Mikey living a solitary life, which, by the way, I do implore you, just because like the more I read of these comics with each issue that Jason Aaron and company have put out, with each issue, it is a statement of intent that nothing has been retconned or left out or is not coming back. This is a more recent version of the Michelangelo who we saw in those last 40 or the last of those the last 10 of those 150 issues.
This is the same Mikey you've been reading.
Yeah,
so
there
should be no complaints.
Oh yeah, and going through the same shit, going through the exact same shit, because that Michelangelo was when they showed what he was going to become in the future, becoming a celebrity, they showed that he was kind of kind of washed. He wasn't even no, it wasn't even kind of. He was all the way washed. And just going through the motions in life. And this was cool to see. It was cool to see. I liked it. I liked this issue a lot. This was good. It was what a Michelangelo issue should be.
Yeah, and I really like the fact that, of course, we're not trying to spoil anything for you all, but like, I like the fact that he was able to kind of there was this inner monologue with him where he was like, see, they always thought I was this, but now look at me. When I was out on my own, all those people that had those opinions of me, look at me. So I really like that coming from Mikey. I really like that. This was a damn good second issue. This was really good. This was really good.
It's actually got me very excited for the next one because as some of you, I don't know if everyone knows this, but the next issue is going to be Leonardo.
Yeah, this is gonna be something.
Yeah, we're gonna.
This is one turtle series where I will not make the mistake that Ernie and I did previously, where it became such a pain in the ass to find them hardcovers. Best believe when these hardcovers start coming out,
day one. Look, I'm gonna be on. We gonna be on some. Look, we gonna be on some Uso shit. Be like down since day one.
I promise to God, because I love when you do this shot of you and me like this. Yeah. Because number one, I know where I have to turn my chair. But same time, I don't have to see all your Ninja Turtle hardcovers in the background just to see that I only got volume 1 on my show. So I love this shot.
Yeah, boy.
Best believe. However long Jason Aaron is on this, when them hardcovers start coming out, they will be getting got. Please believe.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, 110 million%. God damn it. Also, real quick, just want to point this out because it has been brought to my attention, so we need to address this, and we need to address it post haste. Robot here with 13 months says, like the video, it's free. We got 220 plus viewers in here, 144 likes. Yeah, this math ain't math, and I'm gonna need y'all to. I'm gonna need somebody. I need y'all to hit the button, please. I need y'all to hit the button, please. You have no idea. I can't impress it enough. Your likes, a free action, mind you. If this was Dungeons and Dragons, you would literally be able to do this and slap somebody up the head with a katana. You'd be able to like the video, slap somebody upside the head with the katana, and move 30 feet. All in one turn. So I just want to point that out. Yeah, we need them likes to come up. Please and thank you. Also, thank you, Robo. Thank you. I do want to say real quick though, quick about this issue, and I think it's something that that bears a lot of saying. It bears a lot of saying. Raphael Albuquerque was cooking. Raphael Albuquerque was cooking this issue. I just want to make sure that is.
It pisses me off because I was one of the main ones that I kept talking about how black and white. But that first issue, Joel Jones and them showed out, so I had to hush. Black and white. We get to this second issue without Raphael Albuquerque. Shut up.
Look, motherfucker was cold.
Yeah. But I knew this was going to be good because I've seen his art. I've read too many books with his art, so I knew it would be good. So this is just another situation where I just had to hush and just enjoy the
honestly though, I'll be honest. I'll be honest here. I personally, I always, if I have a preference for Ninja Turtles, I would always want them to be in black and white. But the books are so beautiful. I tell you what, if they did an artist edition, if they did like some artist editions of Ninja Turtles, I would buy them because these. First off, Joelle Jones was drawing her ass off.
Yeah, that's
on that first book. Like honestly, like you know what it did? Remember when we were first talking about this and we were talking about the different artists that are going to be on this for the first 4 issues? It made me angry because any one of these artists that they have announced could be the ongoing artist for the book, and I would not be mad. But the only thing I'll be mad about is that the other ones don't get to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I really want Joel Jones on this, but I'm gonna be so mad that Raphael Albuquerque ain't gonna get to do it. I'm just like, God damn it. But no, I love this. Matter of fact, what was it? Because oh man, who's the other one? Derek Robertson, who used to who was the artist for The Boys, is going to be doing issue 5, I believe, and we've got Cliff Chang is going to be doing issue number 3, the Leonardo issue, and Chris Burnham is going to be doing issue number 4, the Donatello issue, and we've actually already seen some of the Donatello issue because it was in that TMNT Alpha one shot. So yeah, dude, this is gonna be good. Oh man, I'm so excited. It's a good, and you know what? They had to do this. They actually had to do this because it's the 40. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. 40 years, I believe, of Turtles. 40 fucking years of Ninja Turtles. They had to show out. They had to show out with this shit. So, IDW, man, they're oh my God. They're cooking.
Gangster shit I just thought about. Ooh,
what's that?
Dope. We don't know who's going to be the artist after we finish all these issues.
No, we haven't gotten it yet.
We don't know that. But what if they do that shit to where, you know how they did those micro series, or we'd have an issue here or an issue there talking with a certain character? What if they did this shit? So, like, if there was a Raph micro series or something, it was Joel Jones. Whoa. If there was a Mikey micro series, it was Raphael Albuquerque. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah,
that would be so cool. So you knew. So you knew for the Raph issues, you knew for the Leo issues, you knew for the Mikey. That would be too dope.
I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need them to get with it. They need to get with it right this second, because I'm telling you,
I want my check. If y'all steal my idea, I want it.
Wait a minute. I just thought about. Who is do we know who's doing? Do we know who's doing Mutant Nation? Have we gotten that? I don't know if we've gotten that information yet. Here, I'm looking it up now. Where'd it go? Where was the? Here it is. Yeah, it's not saying. Here, let me look at the. I know where to find it. I think I know where to find it.
Okay.
Oh. Burnham.
Oh, Chris Burnham's doing it?
Or no, wait, no. Lies. The lies I just told. Vincenzo Federici. That's who's doing it. Vincenzo Federici. That's who's doing it. My bad. So yeah, that's gonna be cold. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Well, we're gonna be close, L. We're gonna be close. I think. Or no, wait. I don't think that's Jorge. I think it's Phil. That's doing it. I know there's like a Ninja Turtles, Naruto crossover that's happening. I think that one's Phil Jimenez who's doing that one. I think. I could be wrong. I'm actually looking it up now just to make sure. Let's see here. I love how they're not telling me in this press release. No, Jorge. Nope, it's Jorge.
Okay.
It is, or at least Jorge's doing the cover. They're doing the covers. It's going to be illustrated by someone else. The actual interiors of the book are not Jorge. Just want to make sure we're all clear on that. It's going to be somebody else. Also, dude, oh man, April going to be black. Love to see it. I probably should show y'all what I'm looking at here. I apologize. I'm a rude motherfucker. I apologize. Don't charge it to my head, not my heart. But yeah, this is. Oh, here, let me go back just so y'all can see. Yeah, it's gonna be Hendry Presetya who is gonna be doing the interiors. Jorge is only doing the covers. But this is the Naruto Ninja Turtles book that everyone thought was fake until it wasn't. That's what this is. But yeah, this is some of the art that's going to be in it. You can kind of see right now. There's April, right there. Look how she got the. Well, they got her in the little Leaf Village slippers. Lord. Out here got her rocking the Sakura fit. Lord. Stop. Also got Master Splinter out here looking like a whole. Look, wait. He in the Anbu Black Ops? Lord. That man got the Anbu. He in the Anbu Black Ops. Okay. All right. We gonna have to. Okay. Oh, wait. Nope. They got my girl Alopex. We back.
That's actually a dope. That's actually a dope.
We got Alopex back. I don't care no more. Wait, why the Foot Clan ninja looking like a broke ass Kakashi?
One page by himself.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm just saying. I will say this: the fact that I don't see a Jenica or a Venus is a little troubling, but you know what? It's okay because I will not say why, even though technically it's been a little bit since that first issue came out, but I'm going to give people the grace. And not say that it's okay. It's okay because we got something better. That's all you need to know. Dude, first off, y'all know Shredder ain't going to have no Sharingan. That motherfucker going to have the fucking Renegon. He going to be out here. Actually, he going to have both of them. They going to have him on some fucking Madara shit. Look, Shredder about almighty push. Love it. I fucking love it. Matter of fact, you know what? I missed an opportunity. Here, I want to go back. I just want to show y'all something. I want y'all to understand, and I want y'all to say, I mean this with my whole chest.
It's woke.
Somebody gonna take your ass serious one of them days. Somebody gonna take your ass serious one of them days.
Actually, dude, what I thought was funny was someone tried to use they tried to use that against me as like as a cut down, and I was like, man, look, you call me woke, that's not gonna offend me. So I was like, it might make you feel better, but it's not gonna offend me. So I was like, you can carry on, you keep saying it. Ooh, but no, let's go ahead and get into our let's go ahead and get into our questions from the Discord. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go.
Yep, they are in there.
Let's see. So first and foremost, let's get all right, first and foremost, we got one from Qdoma. It says, greetings, Blerd and Carter. Hope you're doing well. My question is, did anyone see the new Beetlejuice movie? And what were your thoughts on it? It became #1, but some of my friends were not sold on it. I heard that it's actually doing well at the box office, which I guess I didn't see that coming. I kind of thought maybe it would bomb like some of the other movies recently that have come out. But I guess, you shouldn't underestimate the nostalgia of other people. What nostalgia will do. But I have heard that it's not great. I've actually heard it's not even particularly good. That's what I've heard. I haven't seen it for myself. I'll probably go see it this weekend, maybe. We do have a football game to go to after this. Or I say football, not American football, but actual football. Got a soccer game to go to. Actually, after this, and we're doing a family celebration of Cersei's birthday, because we had the actual birthday last weekend, like where she got to hang out with all her friends. Now we're doing another celebration so that, like, her other family, grandparents, so on and so forth, can come and hang out and not, ruin the fun that the rest of us are having. Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay.
So he said, I haven't seen it either. I heard that Michael Keaton was the best part, which that didn't come as a surprise. But if some of your friends weren't sold on it and they felt it shouldn't have been made, but you and your girlfriend loved it, fuck them.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
The right people liked it. You liked it. Your lady liked it. Your friend, fuck them.
Look, let me tell you something. There are very few movies. TV shows, any piece of media that if you tell me you like it, I'm going to judge you for it, like on some personal level, or try and make you feel bad for liking it. Like, I might fuck with you, but I'm not like I'm not like serious. Like I might joke that you have bad taste, but like I'm not gonna be like, you're a terrible person, you should feel bad for liking this and you shouldn't like this, and try and show you like a full TED talk about why you should not enjoy the thing. But this is one of those situations where, if you paid your money to go see that movie, you sat down, you watched it, you walked out of it entertained on any level, I think that's fine. I think that's perfectly fine. And if your friends don't like it, fuck them. Right. And if they're in the room right now, I'm not sorry. So there you go.
All right. Next question here from Unity Black saying, "Hey Carter and Blerd, what up, man? What were your recommendations for comics that were not Marvel or DC, other than Bitterroot and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?" Well, that'll be easy because I got a bunch of them right here.
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
one.
Oh yeah, I knew. I had a feeling. Luther Strode was gonna be pulled out on some level. I was like, nah, he gonna play Luther Strode.
He said no Marvel, no DC. So there's one for you. Boom, Luther Strode. Here's another one for you. That ain't Bitterroot or TMNT. God Country. Boom. There's another one. Another one I like. Midlife. Right there.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Also on Global Comics.
Another one. That's probably on Global Comics. Do a power bomb. Boom. Right there. I just gave you 4.
he's like, I just gave you 4 of them hoes right now. Yeah. Sorry, I had to. I couldn't
Marvel,
resist.
not DC, not Bitterroot. I don't know why you got something against Bitterroot and TMNT. What you got?
For me personally, I actually really enjoy. I've actually talked about this before. And here I'm actually gonna pull up here so you guys can see it. Uno momento, por favor. Yeah. Let's get this out of the way. Here, let's do. I wonder how it'll look if I do it like this. Boom, right there. Local Man.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
You want to talk about you knew Do a Power Bomb was coming? I most certainly knew Local Man was coming.
Local Man. Now I fucking love Local Man. It's a great comic. Fantastic comic. I'll even go as far as to say, by the way, this is on the Global Comics app where I had this. I have it pulled up on the desktop version, but yeah, this is wait, here we go. Yeah, here let's cut through some of these. But yeah, look at that. One of this year's best comics. Fucking great is what it is. And also what's so fantastic about it is that it's Tony Fleecs and Tim Seeley. And it's just good. It's just so good. It's a love letter to 90s comics in all the best ways humanly possible.
Speaking of Tony Fleecs, this is a FYI for you because I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
Fucking first trade of Farrell came out this week.
Well, I guess I know what I got to
do.
I didn't even realize it was. Oh, no. I got you, pimp. I got you because you know what I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm gonna tell you. Here, hold on. Wait a minute. You know what I'm gonna fucking tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right. Cause here, let's see. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up. Boom, right here.
You pulling that shit up on Global? I fucking knew it.
Right here. Yep. Right here. Booyah. Farrell. And guess what? If you got your 1-year subscription, you ain't got to pay that $16.99 to pick it up. You just click this little button right here, and you just read that motherfucker to your heart's content.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to tell y'all how to live your life. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but I mean, you could go do that. You could totally go do that right now. But remember the link in the description. Click on that. Treat yourself to 33% off your first year. Also, I'm gonna say right here, Philadelphia, Volume 1 and 2, right here. We talked about this one a little bit briefly. I knocked that over. That's okay. We'll just leave it. It's okay. I would also say here. Let's scoot these over. Department of Truth.
Yeah.
Department of Truth, right there. Nita Hawes Nightmare Blog. Spinoff from Philadelphia. I would also say, if you have not been reading the Boom Studios Power Rangers or Something's Killing the Children, I would also highly recommend G. Willow Wilson's The Hunger and the Dusk, which just started a new volume, book 2.
I saw that trade. Yeah, I saw that trade yesterday.
Yep. It is good. It is good. It's mighty good. So yeah, I would highly advise on any of those. And I actually, here, let me see. I'm double checking something for my own edification, just because I don't ever want to be handing out misinformation. But yeah, so if you go on the Global Comix app, you will be able to read so many comics. I don't think you may not have time to read them all. I don't know. You might you might find yourself in a tight situation. You'll be like, man, I got so much to read. I don't know where to start. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you've heard Carter and I talk about The Wicked and the Divine. Guess what you can read?
I'm mad.
The Wicked and the Divine, right here. Right here. Just saying. I'm just saying, it's there. It's there. It's on there. It's on there. You can do it.
I really want those hardcovers.
I do too. I'm still kind of feeling a little tight that
I hate that it came out too early from before they started doing all these goddamn compendiums and hardcover omnis and shit. Had it come out a little later, dude. Oh man.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say Tari just pointed something that I think a lot of people don't know, and I actually haven't talked about this, but it is actually no less true. You can read Digimon Liberator on Global Comix. It is on there. They actually, that's the thing. The thing I think that a lot of people don't know is that Global Comix has manga on the platform.
Okay.
They have manga, they have web comics. Also, some of you who are wanting to get into the publishing of comics, you can actually publish your own comics on Global Comix and make money off of them. So that's also a thing. But yeah, if you like I said, look, I think these are all, because they have them listed as episodes. So I think, these are their verticals right here. So yeah, those are the ones that are just like, perfect for here. Let me zoom this in a little bit so it's probably a little bit easier to see. But that is a thing. It is matter of here. Let's see this got this first joint right here, and like I said, you can just read it to your heart's content. It is all on there should you want it. I'm gonna do you guys like Alec Baldwin in Glengarry Glen Ross. Global Comix is out here just trying to give you their comics. Are you going to take them? Are you going to take them? They're waiting to give these away to you. But anyway, yes, there are Spawn titles on there as well. Yes, there. As a matter of fact, there are. You can read all the Spawn if you want to, if that's your thing. Hell, if you want to read The Boys, guess what? You can read The Boys on there too. I don't know why you would, but I would defend to the death your right to do it. Let's see here. We got another one here. Tribe Got Thanos says, afternoon, Blerd Carter. Which comic artist do you think is going to be the next big thing? I think it's going to be Federico Vicentini, who I think we were literally just talking about just a second ago. DK Ruin. I have said this name for a while, and I'm actually shocked this guy isn't bigger than what he is. I'm actually incredibly shocked. Actually, there's a couple of artists, actually, I think need to come up. One is going to be Joshua Cassara. The other is going to be Carmen Carnero. Joshua Cassara, some of y'all remember, was doing, at one point was doing X-Force. During the Krakoan era, was doing X-Men for a while during the Krakoan era, especially closer towards the end during the fall of X. Fantastic artist, also a great person, really nice, down-to-earth guy. And is also currently providing the covers Sadly, not the interiors. I wish he was. I wish he was on interiors. He's not on interiors, but responsible for one of my favorite Storm covers as of late. Yeah, now that she's on the Avengers, he is going to be providing covers for the Avengers series. He's a fantastic artist, great, has an awesome style. Also, really gets Doctor Doom. If you read that, if you read the Jerry Duggan X-Men series when he was on there. Loved it. Absolutely fucking loved it. I loved his art so much. It always made me irrationally angry when he wasn't the artist on the interiors. Like I said, you get stuff like this. You're getting stuff like this right here, man. Dude, he is so good. And then, if we want to get to the Carmen Carnero of it all, who I first, I never became familiar with her work until her Captain Marvel with Kelly Thompson, but she is the current artist for Exceptional X-Men, and she is fantastic. I think she needs way more airplay than what she gets. She needs somebody needs I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She gets it. She understands the assignment. I love it. I love to see it. I want to see this woman on more books. Personally. Carter, do you have anyone in mind for you yourself?
No, because you said a lot that I had forgotten about or was not thinking about. And I like those choices. Those are some damn good picks. I ain't gonna lie. I knew Joshua Cassara was going to come in that conversation at some point.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%.
I knew he was gonna come in, but yeah, I like that one. I like the choices.
Real quick, because LP3 just asked this question, and I am going to answer it. It says, Ernie, if you already have an account, can you use the link/discount? Okay, so I don't know how this works. However, I do know that there is a promo code, GCX Blerd Without Fear. If you use that promo code, you should be able to use the discount. I don't know how it works if you already have an account, but I would still say try it just to see. I haven't personally tried it myself because I already had an account. But the as far as I'm aware, I think the way that I think it was worded to me is that it's like a one-time, like it's as far as I understand, I think the code is a one-time use thing. So long as you haven't used the code before, you should be able to use it, with no problem. That's the way I understand it. But I would say, please, I implore you, try it out. Whether you use the link or the promo code, I don't think it really matters. But I know if you use it through the app, you can use the code. You should be able to put it in, like, if you go into, like, your account, and I think, like, it, if I'm remembering correctly, the account tab, like, under the subscriptions or whatever, you go in there, you should be able to, like, put it in there or something. But yeah. So yeah, that, but I would say, yeah, please, if you haven't done so already, please, by all means, give it a shot. I'll have to inquire more into it, because that's the one part that wasn't incredibly clear. But yes. Yeah. But yeah.
This is the last question from Discord.
Let's
remember, y'all. When you all want to do these questions, try to do it, or try to remind yourself to do it either the day before or maybe earlier the day of, just so we can get them all done with.
Yes.
Last question.
Yes.
Hi, Fakage, saying, "What's up, fellas? I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I am." Slightly. In today's climate for entertainment, do you think that Hollywood is putting less effort into creating classics with substance like we had back in the 90s and early 2000s? I feel as if, comic book movies aside, there have been a few substance-worthy movies and maybe a handful of solid black TV sitcoms these past few decades. Here's my thing with that, and then I'll just let Ernie have the rest. Classics with substance like we had back in the 90s and early thousands, let's not act like it wasn't some bullshit back there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look,
we're not gonna do that.
No, don't. We had bullshit then too. Also, Also, there's a lot of movies that came out back in the day that were remakes that a lot of people didn't even realize were remakes.
Mm-hmm.
Or were derivative of something that came before. I think what it is, it's a recency bias that we sometimes tend to have when it comes to entertainment. Like I always point out, one of my favorite movies of all time, John Carpenter's The Thing. Not an original movie at all. It's based on a book. And as a matter of fact, it's technically slick a remake of The Thing from Another Planet, which is also based on the same book. So I always use that one as an example because it's a movie that a lot of people don't realize is a remake or reboot or an adaptation, however you want to look at it. And even in the 90s, there were movies that came out, TV shows that were like derivative of something else. Let's be real. I think a lot of people, not a if you want to get more to the spectrum of black storytelling, even there, it's kind of like that. There's a lot of things that, they are going to be spun from something else, or and also you have to look at this too. If you're talking about black sitcoms like the golden age of the 90s, where you had like Martin, Living Single, you had Hanging with Mr. Cooper, what was LL Cool J's sitcom? In the House. And stuff like you had, like, it was like everybody had a black sitcom. You had Steve Harvey Show. You had
there you go, Paris Ewell in the chat. Shout out to Paris Ewell. Rock. Yeah,
Rock. Yes, that's like the reason why is because, and it wasn't for altruism's sake, but all the ones that were on the Fox television network, those were all because Rupert Murdoch discovered out of nowhere that black people watch television. So that's why you had all those TV shows that were on the Fox network, because they realized, oh shit, these Negroes actually like TV and they watch a lot of it. We're getting ratings like never before. We never made shows that cater to these people before. Yeah, make more. Make more. Who has a black TV show? Give it to them. That's basically why you got all that back then. There's a really interesting documentary I will recommend people go watch. Rather, docu-series, but it's called, I think, was it in Dark? I can't remember if it was in Dark Side of the 90s or Dark Side of Comedy. They actually did one for both of these. But there is an episode where they talk about in like the whole thing that happened with In Living Color and black television and why all of that took off the way that it did. But I do recommend it, and it's all thanks to Rupert Murdoch. Sadly, he who is the inspiration for Logan Roy on Succession. So there you go.
Tell you something I never knew until he did his Club Shay Shay interview. Marlon Wayans.
Oh, yeah,
I never knew that when In Living Color did their Super Bowl halftime show. I remember that episode, but I didn't realize that when they did it, and everybody went to Fox, that the following, that was the reason you had Michael Jackson do the halftime show at the Super Bowl. You had these big bombastic ass Super Bowls. Is because the Wayans brothers came in and made everybody change the channel real quick. That's gangster.
Yeah. That's so that docu-series I was talking about, it's actually that's covered. That's covered in that docu-series. They talk about how In Living Color went toe-to-toe with the Super Bowl, and everybody cut the fucking Super Bowl off and went to go watch In Living Color. In Living Color is the reason why you have Super Bowl halftime shows like you have today. And
That's wild.
And it's also the reason why Rupert Murdoch discovered that Negroes like to watch TV. Like, In Living Color is actually the origin point for why you got TV shows like Martin and Living Single. That's why. You actually need to go kiss the ring of Keenan Ivory Wayans and the Wayans family, because without In Living Color, it never would have happened. So that you have to put respect on their name. I'm sorry. I don't care what you think about look, don't get me wrong, I do not like a lot of Marlon Wayans parody movies.
I promise I don't. I'm a Keenan Ivory, Kim Wayans.
Yeah, it's like
I'm see, and I know I'm finna get a lot of hate for this. I didn't like the Wayans brothers. I like John Witherspoon.
Yeah.
But I did not like the Wayans.
I didn't know. Okay, there's two things I liked about the Wayans Brothers TV show. John Witherspoon and the intro. And not even the whole intro, just the part where they're like, we're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
And then they took that shit away from you in like the second season or some shit.
Yeah, they got rid of that shit. They was like, nah, get that shit up out of here. But no,
hey, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, Carter. You out of pocket. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Scary movie 2, White Chicks. I could give a fuck about those movies, dog. I
don't
could
like
give a fuck.
I tell you what I do like. I do like Don't Be a Menace. I do like Don't Be a Menace. And I do like I'm kind of with you, Carter. I was more of a Keenan Ivory Wayans guy. Like, I'm still mad to this day. We ain't got another low down dirty shame. I'm still mad. Bruh, I'm mad. I'm mad because I remember that was the movie that made me realize who was the voice of Elisa Maza from Gargoyles. Cause old girl, the femme fatale that was on the show, that was on the movie, not Jada Pinkett, but the other girl, the evil love interest. I was like, oh, that's Elisa Maza. I was like, oh Lord. I said, damn, she
low down dirty shame. Ooh. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
That's it.
Blank Man. I could watch them all day, but like Scary Movie and White Chicks and them, I can't. Nah, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's not funny to me. It's not funny to me. It's like, I will say this: there are aspects of White Chicks that I find funny, but like I don't find the movie as a whole funny. Like, not enough for me to watch it again ever. But I will definitely say the Wayans family as a whole is incredibly talented. They're incredibly talented. They changed the game, and honestly, I think it's going to be very difficult for anyone to replicate the type of revolution that they started in television. And something that Marlon Wayans kept saying over and over in that Shay Shay interview was I think he said was like 150 years of comedy. Yeah. Or something to that effect. And he's not wrong. 150 some years of comedy just between all the different Wayans brothers and sisters in the family.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. I'm sorry. Like I still remember being a kid watching Damon Wayans comedy specials and laughing my ass off because the motherfucker was just that funny. He was just that goddamn funny. So yeah, very few people have done what the Wayans have done for Hollywood and black people in Hollywood. We would not have Jim Carrey. No, we would not. Jim Carrey, honestly, and you know what? Jim Carrey wouldn't have Jim Carrey. You would never. Oh God, yeah, you never would have gotten Jim Carrey. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know if J-Lo would have popped off like she did. Exactly. I don't think Jamie Foxx. I don't think you would have gotten Jamie Foxx because Jamie Foxx, he came from out that way. So yeah, I think you kind of have to. You have to kiss the ring. You have to kiss the ring. I'm sorry. You can hate Keenan Ivory Wayans and the Wayans brothers and sisters all you want, but you got to kiss the ring. I'm sorry. You got to. You got to. But here's the thing. I think that we have to also look at the way television is today and realize that television is different. I saw Elite X1 bring this up earlier, and I kind of share a similar sentiment. You see this explosion of television on Tubi, a lot of black movies and TV shows popping up on Tubi for the very same reasons that they popped up on Fox back in the day. It's because Rupert Murdoch owns Tubi and he's trying to repeat that success that he had with Fox and black television on a streaming service because once again, he understands, and I don't like Rupert Murdoch, but I will say he understands business in the sense that he recognizes black people count as viewership, and that's why you get all that stuff. I kind of let Tubi go. I don't really fuck with Tubi no more. I did up until that point that I realized who owned it. But then, and there are black streaming services out there. It's just that they just ain't on the game like some of these other streaming services are. So your mileage is going to vary. But yeah, I just try to support black whenever I can, because yeah, you have to, otherwise you ain't gonna get the shit. But that said, you're right, Melvin. They always want to cry DEI, but they want that DEI money. Okay, they want that DEI money. Please believe that. But that said, That said, let's get into our questions from the chat. We actually got a couple in here already that I'm going to pull up. Here we go. Here's first one from Bill. Says first, rest in peace to artist Carl Moline. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know. I knew John Cassidy had passed. I didn't know Carl Moline had passed away too. I wonder if, damn. God damn. Dude, I'm about sick of this shit. I'm about sick of this shit for real. God damn. I'm tired of all these motherfuckers fucking dying. Jesus. But it said who worked on Supergirl, TMNT, Avengers comics years ago. Second, have you seen the announcement of the new Magic and Rogue, the Savage Land comics? Yes. Actually, I have a video coming out that was going to talk about Magic. I actually originally had the Rogue Savage Land comics in the discussion, but I took it out mostly because I just didn't really have a whole lot to say. Have you seen the news on that, Carter? The Rogue Savage Land book that's coming out?
Rogue, yes, because I was laughing at who the writer was and something I told you like earlier this year that I caught him.
Tim Seeley is right. Yes, Tim. Okay. When I saw the press release for this,
don't worry about what we talking about. Mind your business.
Yeah, mind your business. Just mind your business. Look,
watch this video, Tim Seeley. I saw you.
We saw you. We caught you. We done caught you. We know who you is. We just synced you. We just synced you. But no, Tim Seeley is going to be taking over the Rogue, the Savage Land comic. It's basically going to be a love letter to the original here. And actually, I'll pull this up so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about here. It looks good here. It looks like it's going to be something special. We got Russell Dodderman out here with the alternate cover. I love how we got this popping off.
Pay that man to do more interiors.
They really do, because I'm sorry.
My Lord.
If you have not read the Mighty Thor that Russell Dodderman did with Jason Aaron, I'm sorry. You need to go do that.
Hey,
that dude's cold.
Interiors, dog.
That dude is cold. But yeah, I also love how they got Rogue cheeked up like a mother. They say, oh yeah, all them X-Men 97 fans was mad that the cheeks had been nerfed. Well, guess what? We got the cheeks. Cheeks is back on the menu. But yeah, that's what they're doing. These are just the covers. I don't think we have any interiors or anything of that magnitude. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be cool. Tim Seeley is gonna be on the book. Freaky Fool Tim Seeley is on. It's going to be dropping January the 15th. This is not a story set in the present, to my understanding. It's a story that is going to be revisiting that time that Rogue was in the Savage Land with Magneto and the romance that, I guess kind of sparked up as a result or whatever. Because I don't know if anyone remembers, but that story was not long. I think it was only just that issue, maybe one other after it. But they're basically just revisiting that, and yeah, it'll be cool. And I believe it's going to be Zulema Lavina who's going to be providing the art for it. So I'm here for it. That's all I was really going to say about it. Then we would have moved on to talking about Venom. That's what was ultimate, or The Crow. That was what was going to happen. So that's why we didn't talk about it. I had a feeling it was going to come up in the chat, so I'm glad I had the foresight. We also got Nerd Lars's question. What fantasy show gets more unnecessary anti-woke chud backlash? Rings of Power or Percy Jackson? Man, after this week, I'm going to say Rings of Power. I'm going to say Rings of Power. Because I feel like Percy Jackson, even the movies that came out beforehand were already kind of woke. Yeah, just, woke to them. But Rings of Power, folks mad now because they got black hobbits. Lord. Which is funny because they already had some, what was it called? The Harfoots? The Harfoots that were in the first season. There was already some Negroes among them. They were basically they were hobbits, but a different offshoot of Hobbit. And now there's another offshoot of Hobbit. Now people are mad. People are upset. People are upset. People are mad about the black dwarf. They're mad because, for one, they mad that she black. They mad because she pretty. And now they mad because she ain't got no beard. Because supposedly the female dwarves are all supposed to have beards. So now, but so they can't even pick. They can't even pick what they mad about. First off, they mad because she black. They mad because she look now. They mad because she black. Now they mad because she look too good. She's too pretty. If you gonna make her black, she got to have a beard so she can be ugly. So we can so we can laugh at her. That's because that's why they want it. They don't really want it because they want her to have a beard. You know, because it's lore accurate. They want her to have a beard because, well, if you're gonna put a black woman in this role, then no, she can't be pretty. And it's like, well,
I don't have a dog in this fight.
so yeah, it is what it is. It is what
Lord
it
of the Rings, and all I know about Percy Jackson is Edge is on there. that's that begins.
Oh
and
yeah,
ends.
because he's Aries.
Okay.
He's Aries. But yeah, I'll be honest with you. Rings of Power is nuclear. I haven't heard too much of I've heard some of the discourse surrounding Percy Jackson, but I feel like the discourse around Percy Jackson is nowhere near on the level of nuclear toxicity as Rings of Power is. Which is so weird because honestly, I think the show is just okay. Like, it's not like the end all be all. Like, y'all really getting mad over some shit that is just okay. I'm just like, I remember a time where motherfuckers used to get mad about some shit that was actually lit. Like, it's like, I mean, I'm not saying Rings of Power is bad. It's not the greatest show I've ever seen. I've seen better fantasy shows. I don't even, like, honestly, I think the chuds are wasting their time. But I guess it's probably for the best. It's better they waste their time being mad about Rings of Power than actually being mad about legitimately good, like legitimately excellent shows, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, let's see here. What else we got? We got one here. This is from Melman. It says, question: as distinguished gentlemen in the graphic novel collecting space, what is the maximum you think an indie graphic novel, 130 pages ish, from an unknown should be priced to be competitive?
Ooh, we've talked about this with Distillery yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, oh boy.
Ooh, go wait here. I'm just so y'all know, just go ahead and let off, Carter. Go ahead and let off.
No. Just how many? I'm trying to see how many pages this was. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Please.
Okay. So Ernie and I were having a conversation about Distillery because I was asking him how he felt about the business model and stuff like that. Because for all of you that don't know, now this is not about the quality of these stories. Hell, the first book that Becky Cloonan and oh God, who else did that book with her? Oh fuck, I'm drawing a blank right now. I just had a brain fart. Anyway, their book Somna, it won an Eisner for a fucking reason.
Right.
But I was talking to Ernie because Ernie didn't know that hardcover that came out of that book from Distillery Somna. It was 3 issues. I'm on Instart right now, Ernie. Jock's first book was 3 issues, hardcover, 168 pages.
Yes.
I saw that book at the comic shop. See, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that one because I don't know why that one is priced the way it is. The Somna book from Becky Cloonan. It's 3 issues for $30. It's 168 pages. But you got to remember, it's a bigger hardcover. It's almost like this, but like a hardcover.
Mm-hmm.
But and it's kind of shorter. It's like take Essential Judge Dredd off the top, and that's the hardcover for like $30.
You said how many pages?
Let me try to see if
you said it was 3 issues. You said it was 3 issues.
Yeah, 168 pages. That book is $30 as a hardcover.
Oh,
is that too much?
I need to see something real quick. I need to see something real quick. Because I think what was the name of the book again?
Somna, Somna. Becky Cloonan and Tula Lotte. And thank you, Jay Parks. I could not remember that woman's name. I'm kind of salty.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if they're big issues, because you know how kind of like how they did with Aquagun.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Woman Dead or Size. Think about it like that.
Oh,
3 issues. 3 issues, $30.
Nah. I think that might be. Man, I don't know, man. Man.
Some of it is good. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's
Eisner,
good.
It won an Eisner for a fucking reason. But I'm just saying,
man,
it's the prices.
Are we paying? Are we paying for the Eisner? I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm joking. God damn. I mean, I'm just saying. No, I don't understand why.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make it sound like because I do want to make it clear.
Late release. Okay.
Yeah. Is that the title? Is that gonna be the title for
Oh, you got that right. But who is that? C.E. Roos. It's only hardcovers they've done.
Only
their single issues are floppies, and the single issues are the size of, if you've seen the DC Black Label books like that, like Wonder Woman, Dead Earth, those are $8.99. Those single issues are $8.99, and it's 3-issue stories.
Okay.
$30.
Okay. Here's what I got.
Hold on.
And you said these are soft covers?
No.
Or
They're all hardcover.
They're all hardcovers. All
Doer
hardcovers.
Powerbomb issues 1 through 7 was $24.99.
Hold on, I want to see some here.
This is 7 issues for $24.99. Distillery is doing 3 issues for $29.99.
Oh no, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't here.
And you gotta remember, it's bigger than this though. It's bigger than a trade.
I'm looking at these.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these.
Yeah.
These are $29.99 a piece. Now, I didn't pay $29.99 a piece for them. I just want to be open and honest about that.
Yeah.
But let's see here. How many issues?
There you go.
How many? I want to see. How many issues we're talking about up in here. Let's see. Does it say? I don't think it actually says.
Wait a minute. How many issues is Wonder Woman Historia? Because I see Elite bringing that up. That's 232 pages, and that's 3. Oh, this is a good one.
Okay, what you got?
Okay, Wonder Woman Historia is also 3 issues, 232 pages.
Right.
And you can get it for, and that's a hardcover. You can get for $19 on Amazon, according to Elite. But you know what? That's not a good one because that's DC though. DC can do that. This is an indie.
So yeah. That's
not though.
I'll put it to you like this. If you're giving me this was 5. Okay, this is what they did. This is 6 issues because it's 5 issues of Static, 1 issue of the Milestone Returns Infinite Edition one shot. So this is $29.99 for 6 issues in a hardcover format. I'm willing to let that $29.99 slide because at least you gave me 6 issues. However, 3 issues, if they're oversized issues, I can make a case for it. Like I said earlier with Aquagun, Aquagun is not standard 18 to 22 pages comic. They're double-sized issues usually. So
okay.
I'm more willing to give them the grace.
Yeah.
But like actually right here this is something I just see this is what I'll actually ride with. I'll actually ride with this because, like, here's the thing. As you point out, it's an Eisner Award-winning book. And the books that Distillery puts out there are good books. And since they are, smaller entity, I kind of take that into consideration. I do think that maybe the price could come down just a touch. I don't know if I would bust somebody's head for $29.99 for something quite as small. I would probably drop it to like a $19.99. That would be a little more comfortable to me. But like once again, we are talking about smaller, publishers. So
I was gonna tell you,
Yeah.
that first issue of Somna, or I'm pretty certain that's gonna be the other pages. It's 56 issues, or 56 pages. Excuse me.
yeah.
So does that help at all, or no, sir?
Yeah,
Got
I'm not
100
gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you, man. That's that's a tough sell. That's a tough sell. That I'm not gonna lie, that's a tough sell to me. That's a tough sell. That's that one time I'm like, man, I'll just take the floppy, man. Y'all got the floppy because I'll just get that. I would rather.
So you would much rather just get them $8.99 for all 3 issues? Floppies,
Yeah, that was. Man, it's tough because I mean, honestly, you're not really coming out that much cheaper now. I'm thinking about it, just like, man, I'm not gonna lie. This is one of those, man. If you buy this shit, it's for the love of the game. It's for the love of the game, man. It's like a. Well, because I want to make sure I'm clear on why I'm saying what I'm saying here, because if I were in a similar position, how much would I charge? Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, I'll be honest with you. If I do it, I would try to give you the best bang for your buck, because if we're talking about something like, because if you're like self-publishing, I can make a case for it, because I'm like, man, you got to eat a lot of those costs. You got to eat a lot of those production costs. You got to eat a lot of those, the publishing costs and stuff like that. You don't have anybody like footing the bill for you. You're doing this like grassroots style. I'm like, case in point, I'll use my boy Quinn as an example. We talked about with Project Wildfire to get the, I think I dropped 45 bones on his head. For that hardcover, but it's a quality. It's gonna be a premium hardcover quality graphic novel that's gonna have, I think 7 issues total in it, and it's also going to have a bunch of other like kind of behind the scenes stuff, whatnot, what have you, in there as well. Not only that, I didn't feel it was predatory because I could have also, if I just wanted the digital version of it, I could have came out for like half the cost and gotten that instead. But I wanted the hardcover because I wanted something physical. So like, and it's Kickstarter. So it's like, that's just the game right there. That's the game. That's not like predatory. That's like, you got to pay for the printing and publishing is not cheap. So I totally get that. But also at the same time, Quinn is not a major publisher. He is just a dude. He's just a dude. He's doing this himself. So there's just a different level of expectation. When I'm talking about somebody who's like coming from a company, I'm like, all right, hold the phone. But I'm not gonna lie. If it came down to it and I was having to do it myself, I'd probably have to bust y'all's head. Because this isn't Image putting my shit out. This isn't Boom Studios putting my shit out. It's gonna be me.
So would you do it as like the normal comic book? I'm trying to make sure you get all the distillery information so that there's no bitching and complaining that I half-assed told you something.
No. You're right.
I remember you were talking about the big ass paper, like the artist edition and stuff like that for Daniel Warren Johnson.
Oh yeah.
The page dimensions is 8 by 10.
Does
that help anything?
So okay. So here's the thing. The reason why I am able to Quinn just texted me. He said, Justin, dude, is fucking crazy. So this is why I always tell y'all. We got peoples out here doing the thing. Like Quinn is literally right now as we speak. He is watching the show right now. He literally texted me.
You didn't have to describe me as that nigga over there. That's how that came off.
But no, I had to say the way I want to say, because I wanted to make sure it was perfectly clear that this is not some company. This is not some entity that has like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars backing them up. So like that's why I say, I am way, way, way more interested in giving that level of Skrilla to somebody like Quinn, who is he ain't got no 15-story building backing him up. He ain't got a portrait on he ain't got a portrait in the downstairs lobby of Marvel Comics showing him, showcasing him as one of their esteemed creatives. He's not coming up out Image Comics. That's why I say, like, yeah, I have a little bit of a harder time justifying that type of price tag when it's coming from someone that I know has all that. They got all that. And I will agree too. You got to. Yeah, it is what it is at that point. It is what it is at that point. I just don't. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. That's one of those that if I could buy it, like, and you can technically buy Distillery's comics digitally. You can do that. I would be more interested in just buying their stuff digitally
for the first week.
For the first week. That's not, yeah. You either get it then or you won't get it. Which I think is just, I'm not gonna lie, that's a terrible fucking business practice. It's a terrible fucking business.
It's not that you don't get it. You just got to buy that digital comic from somebody else on Distillery that bought it. That was why Ernie and I had our conversation yesterday.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. That's a shitty business practice in my opinion. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. It's I don't know, man. I want to support Distillery because I believe in what they're doing, and I think they have they're getting the best people out there to make these comics and do something special. But at the same time, I don't like how they're presenting them. I don't like how they're putting them in the hands of people. I'm sorry. I just don't think that's a good practice. I could be wrong.
I like the part of where you're able to, as far as I know, tell these fantastic stories just with Becky Cloonan and Tula winning an Eisner, their first swing it back. This is the first time these two had ever even been together as a creative team.
Yeah.
For them to be able to tell a beginning, a middle, and an end in 3 fucking issues is mind-boggling.
I know, 100%. 100%.
I fuck with that part, but then it's everything else when I start reading more into it that's like, ugh. But no, you ain't living that down. That motherfucker said, I'll be paying for the Eisner. Did y'all hear him when he said it? That's wild. That's wild. That's crazy. Crazy.
I see that because, like, to me, I think of everything in dollars and cents.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at something like, okay, let's right here, boom. Even though I didn't buy this myself.
You're welcome.
Carter was the one that bought this, mind you. So yes, thank you. I look at the sticker price on here, and this is $125 USD. Now this is not what I think, because you got this. Was this one? Yeah, you got this at the hookup shop, right?
No, that was in stock.
That's right. It was in stock. And I don't remember what the cost was there, but I mean, it wasn't the 125, I don't think.
No,
but
it was like 70 or 80.
It was like 70, yeah. So, but when you think about that, even if we take into account the sticker price,
yeah.
Look at this book. Look how thick it is.
Yeah, that's like damn near like 50-something issues.
Oh, yeah, no. And I'm looking at it, it's like it says, and I'll tell you what's in it. It's Venom number 1 through 35, Venom Annual 2018 number 1, Web of Venom, Venom, Web of Venom Carnage Reborn, Web of Venom Wraith, Absolute Carnage 1 through 5, King in Black 1 through 5, and material from Free Comic Book Day 2019 Spider-Man Venom, Free Comic Book Day 2020 Spider-Man Venom Incoming number 1, and Carnage Black, White and Blood number 2. There's a lot of shit in this book.
For that 125, what he's saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know the audio files couldn't hear that long pause, but I was just sitting there blinking my eyes, just like, there's a lot of shit in here.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, you got to give me something. I'll take you a step further. What's this right here? Nice House on the Lake. Hardcover. Mm-hmm. This 12 issues. $49.99. Mm-hmm. I'll pay that. Because not only is the story good, quality hardcover. It also, unlike I saw some people bringing this up in the chat about how comics don't have the behind the scenes, the sketches and whatnot no more. This has it.
Yeah.
The sample scripts, because I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a thing that dictates a lot of why I buy certain books. I was actually heavily upset when I bought those Invincible hardcover compendiums and they didn't have the.
That's why I sold mine. That is exactly why I sold mine. That's why what you want and what I want, we have to get those library editions. Those library editions are the ones that have those.
Yeah, they have them.
Because those are just the deluxe those ultimate edition hardcovers of Invincible with all the covers and shit. Those are the library editions. Neither of the compendiums have those. That shit is just comic.
And that's what I liked about what was it? Department of Truth. It had all like the variant covers. I don't think it had. Yeah, it doesn't have any like the sketches and whatnot. But which is kind of what I'm there for. Like I love seeing the behind the scenes aspect of it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I just I am not a rich person.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a man who has just infinite amounts of disposable income. So when I am put in a position where I have to figure out what is going to make the cut, what am I going to get? Who is going to get my dollars and my cents? I have to be economic about it. I can't just give every single, as my granny used to say, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, my goddamn money when it comes to comics. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. And yeah, you got to give me something. You got to give me something. And I had an interview with Luke Lieberman. I actually highly recommend you, if you haven't watched it, you should check it out, because there's also some really interesting news about the Red Sonja movie that I didn't expect to get. But something that he says, and this is that, you're asking for people's money. You got to give them something. You can't just expect people to hand over your dollars and you're not give them something. You got to deliver. You got to. There's no other way. There's no other way to do it. That said, we got a question from C. Russ Mirrors Rings of Power, the worst Green Lantern series ever. In the sense that I feel like because we're basically having to watch people make dumb decisions, dumb choices, and I think that's what makes it difficult, because we know, we already know how the story works out. We know that these rings are bad. We know that these people are picking up these rings and that they are not going to work out well for anybody. And yet somehow we have to sit here and pretend like we don't know this information already. It's like watching a murder mystery movie where you already and the movie has already told you who the killer is at the beginning. You're basically waiting for everyone else to figure it out. And that's basically what Rings of Power is. We already know Sauron's bad. We already know the rings are bad. We already know that these rings should be destroyed. We're just waiting for them to figure it out. We're just waiting for the people of the show to figure it out. And honestly, I agree with Trent's. Trent's 5 says I'd have preferred a series with Morgoth as the villain. I think that actually would have been the better route as well. John Sort said, Blerd Without Fear, you have a fiduciary responsibility to your family. You goddamn right I do. You goddamn right I do. And if I have to make a choice, I'm going to I'm going to pick them. I'm going to pick them every time. Every fucking time. I promise you that. I promise you. But another thing I'm gonna pick is we're also gonna address these because we got some super chats in here and we got some Streamlabs stuff popping off over here, so we're gonna jump into that real quick. We actually got, let's see, I got 3 here that we're gonna address because here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Shake the room. Says right here, first one from Television, with a member for 4 months in a row in the Blerd Club Gold Mine, says Venom needed Thor's hammer, Surfer's board, and the Enigma Force to beat Knull. So regular Venom gonna kill him? Nope, that ain't how that works. That ain't how it's gonna happen. We can't have that, pimp. We can't have that. It's gonna be stupid. He's gonna die to some dumb shit. He probably gets struck by lightning or something. Who knows? Or you know what? Venom's going to defeat Knull with the power of friendship. Like an anime. Elite X1 with the 5 says, my biggest issue with Sony doing Knull is that for continuity's sake, it fucks with the Marvel Studios having nowhere in Guardians of the Galaxy series, that being the celestial head that Knull cut off eons ago. I hope this isn't Sony trying to shoehorn their way into the MCU again. You know that's what this is. Stop playing. You know this, Elite. You know that's what they're trying to do. You know, you remember that. Who remembers that conversation that Kevin Feige had with old girl from Sony? And remember how when they asked if Venom, when the first Venom movie was coming out, they asked if it was part of the MCU, and old girl said yeah, and Kevin Feige just kind of looked at her like, you know, God damn it. We also got Jasmine with the 5 says, my recommendation, Avengers Assemble #1. I really enjoyed the pacing, the storytelling. Hey, but it was good. It was good though. It was good. Also,
I read it. It was, but that don't shock nobody.
Oh yeah, no, I actually do.
Monica Rambeau being in there.
Well, and they also put they put respect on Monica's name. So I was actually quite pleased with that. I will say, I don't know where Avengers Assembled is going, but I like it so far. I like, I will say it was funny seeing that they had the main team that was doing some shit, and then Hawkeye back at the mansion playing cards with motherfuckers, and with lightning in them.
just one thing, and maybe you can correct me. Maybe Jasmine will when she sees this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Sin just Monica by herself. Why was Monica just not able to just clean her the fuck up?
That was the power of, we got to justify why this team is together. Because I'm be honest with you, Monica could solo Sin.
I promise. I'm like, really?
Like, Monica could have cleaned up Sin in one issue by herself and still have time to go fight 12 other villains.
You saying issue? I'm gonna say panel.
Yeah. Oh,
this is Dr. Doom with the Phoenix empowered Cyclops all over.
Well, you know,
in a panel.
You know what it reminded me of? You remember back like in the early aughts when like Batman's villains have been around so long that Batman was just able to clean them up in like a couple of panels and then move on to fight something else. That's what should have happened. It like, even with all that power that Sin had, you know, she got the DLC buff. You know, she got the temporary. It was the pre-order temporary DLC buff that you get for 24 hours before the game actually get released to everybody else. That's basically what she got. And Monica came in. She could have and went on with her day and fought 20 other villains and clean them up just as easily. But no, we have to have a team. We have to justify why everyone else is present. And sometimes, this is what we say, I don't envy the task. I don't envy the task of anyone to have to write Monica Rambeau on anybody's comic where she's on a team, because she doesn't need anyone else. She is the nuclear option. When you have the nuclear option on your team, I'm sorry, Captain America don't need to be there. Wasp don't need to be there. Who else was there? Oh God, who else was there in that first part? That's why it don't matter. That's why it don't matter. I can't remember the other motherfuckers that was there other than Monica. That's why it don't matter. She should have cleaned everybody. Everybody should have stayed home. Like Captain America, all the rest of them should have been at the mansion playing cards with Hawkeye. Monica could have done this shit by herself. There you go. Anyway, but no, Takara's they put respect on my girl Monica's name. Plus, I can't wait to read next issue. I think it's gonna be a good book. I think it's gonna be solid. Also, I appreciate the Night Thrasher showed up there towards the end. I love how that motherfucker showed up with merch. Night Thrasher showed up with merch. That motherfucker said, "Hey, we got some merch. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?" But anyway, I need to get that X Factor omnibus. I think that's the one that's volume 3. That's the one where it was X Factor Investigations. I like that run. That run X Factor was cold. you ever read that one, Carter?
Mm-mm.
That was one where it was like Jamie Madrox, Polaris, Monet, bunch of motherfuckers. It was good.
I think Gambit was on that team too, but I didn't read it.
I think he showed up for like a little bit. I think. Darwin. Darwin was on the squad. He was there as well. That's the run where he was, where he, I think it was Hela touched him and he became the death god, the god of death, basically. That was the run. That was the run.
Okay.
But yeah, that said, yeah, I'd pick that up. I'd pick that up. I've been eyeballing it. I actually really want that astonishing X-Men. I actually wanted it before John Cassaday passed, but now I really fucking want it. Because now I'll probably never be able to find it because he passed away and everybody's gonna be buying the shit out because they're trying to like fucking make some money. I just want to read the shit. I just want to have it on my shelf and read it. But that said, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it, Carter. I think we're done. I don't see any other questions, and technically we kind of got a lot of mileage out of some of them. Carter, do you have anything you want to announce before we head up out of here?
No.
Okay. I don't either, really. I think as far as I'm aware, I think I have one more video that's going to drop here before it's all said and done, but I'm going to be pretty MIA this weekend just because we got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, we're going to be going to a soccer game, take my baby girl to go see some soccer, and then more birthday, like post-birthday party, second birthday party shenanigans, because that's just the thing we do now in this family, apparently. And I'm just gonna be chilling, reading and whatnot, getting ready. I do have an interesting conversation that's gonna be coming up because I'm going to be talking to the co-creator of Moon Girl and technically Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, the relaunch. Nice. I'll be talking not about Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Obviously, it'll because I don't know if I told you. I think we talked about it before. Oh God, what was it? When we talked about the DuckTales Dynamite series that's coming up, he's going to be writing that. So I'll be talking to him because of that, but I will probably sneak in some Moon Girl questions. That said, I'm also going to try and reach out to see if I can get a hold of Kelly Thompson, see if I can talk to her, because that's also going to bring up the Wonder Woman stuff. I want to see if I can maybe get some words up out of her. We'll see. I don't know. We'll have to just kind of play that one by ear. See what happens. See if she can give us some insight on why Wonder Woman is joining the bloodline, and we'll go from there. So yeah, if you haven't done so already, make sure you click that like button. Make sure you click the like button before you head up out of here. Make sure, if you have not done so already, if you're a first timer, you're watching the show and you really enjoyed it, you love the banter, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so you don't miss any future shows. Carter and I will be back next Saturday. I will be back this coming Thursday with Robo for Nerds of Culture. And that'll be Saturday, as always, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Nerds of Culture Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. What is it, like 4 p.m. Pacific, somewhere in and about. And yeah, we will see y'all next time for Carter. I am the Blerd without fear. Oh, man. And the Crow! You can go to hell.